did the same. You did the same. That was a while ago.
Not sure to see us.
Hey there, we are all officially live, and there's some music blasting in the background because I am testing at the same time. This happens. Okay. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to Drunk Critique. This is going to be fun. Special thanks to all the panelists. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and then after we all say who we are, where we're beaming in from, what we're drinking, I'll run a quick thank yous to the people that are keeping us fed or be fed, and then the Drunk Critique. It's not too late to send in your tattoos. Go to drunkcritique.com, and there's a submit button. And then let me unpin myself. And we're now looking at everybody. So thank you, and for the first cheers. Cheers.
Oh, another one?
I missed the first one.
Okay. You missed it.
There'll be a fair amount of drinking. I think that every time we say more contrast, there's a drink. Every time we say not as many white highlights, there's a drink.
I'm not saying that.
People can suggest in the chat room games to play. Anyways, okay, let's start with Lior. You want to and Trine. Sorry, again, my pronunciation is horrible. But let's get started with introductions.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what I'm drinking?
Yeah, what are you drinking? Where are you beaming in from, and how can people find you?
People can find us for that.
There's my.
I'm drinking the appropriate Devil's Cut I found of Jim Beam. It's awesome. But yeah. Trina?
Hi. I'm fancy. I prepare, so I have a bunch of frozen shit, and I also have these hunting bitters because hunting season started in Denmark 2 days ago. So
Disgusting.
murder and alcohol, mostly murder, but
Cheeseburgers.
You're up, Richie.
Hello, my name is Richie Bulldog, owner, creative, Hustle Butter Deluxe, hustler extraordinaire, owner of Hustler's Parlor NYC, lover of cannabis, lover of fine spirits, and lover of the fine arts. You can't knock the hustle.
Cheers.
Salute.
Fawn.
Logo, because I can't.
Fawn and Jordan.
Hey, what's up?
Yo.
Maybe.
You got to give us the full intro. Where are you working? What you up to? How can people find you? And what are you drinking?
You can find me at Fawn_Baker on Instagram. Right now I'm drinking ginger Sprite. Been on a ginger kick lately. And we're smoking some lemon Thai that I'm right now. I'll let Jordan introduce himself and kind of talk up our place of work a little bit.
Well, I'm Jordan Ruckus, working here at Red Tree with Fawn.
We can't see you.
Can't see
But
me?
everyone else can.
There you are.
Jordan.
Ahah.
Here with Fawn. Yeah, Red Tree is super sick. Not drinking anything, smoking blunts here with Fawn.
It's awesome.
But yeah, you can find me at Jordan Ruckus Tattoo on Instagram. That's how you find me.
Awesome. Ben, you guys want to introduce you over from Berlin?
Yes. Benjamin Moss, Apocalypse Tattoo in Berlin, Germany, but we started in Seattle, Washington in 2000. We are drinking, Jannicke can tell us how to say it. Myken, some Norwegian gin. Myken, I don't know.
I can't see the.
I don't know. M-Y-K-E-N.
Yes.
Myken. Yeah.
With ice and cucumber.
Yeah. But yeah, you can find us on apocalypsetattoo.com, Instagram, Apocalypse Tattoo, Benjamin Moss Tattoo, and
And
Sarah can
Sarah Yuso.
introduce herself.
I'm Sarah Yuso from Italy, but living in Berlin, and Apocalypse Tattoo and drinking Jannicke from Norway.
Okay, Jannicke, how do I pronounce your name?
Jannicke.
Yeah, Jannicke Wiese Hansen from Bergen, Norway. Me and my colleague run Needhog Tattoo at Bryggen in Norway. I'm having a whole lot of different ciders around me, and gin, but not the Norwegian kind. Bombay Sapphire.
Nice.
You can find me at Instagram on Needhog Tattoo or on Jannicke Wiese Hansen. Easy.
Awesome. And I think, Fat, you're coming in as our first guest.
Hello. Do I have to introduce myself as well?
Oh, yeah.
You have to.
This is Don Fat from the Basque Country, and I'm drinking La Froid. You can find me anywhere.
That's that whiskey I told you about. That's disgusting.
Okay, so let me hit up some of these sponsors here real quick. Obviously, this is beaming out from Tattoo Now. Reinventing the Tattoo is Guy Aitchison's amazing resource for learning how to tattoo better, sober. Inkjet Stencils has some fancy contraptions so that you can print out your stencils straight from your inkjet printer, which means people can do realistic shit easier. Tattoo Education has got a wide variety of webinars and videos, prints and shit. Needle Jig Tattoo Supply. Mark is awesome at the tattoo whatever you want. VirtualTattooGathering.com is an event that Guy and I are putting on that is going to be doing a lot of this and real seminars for people to learn. It's going to happen May 26th and 27th. Ink Squad Suite is Alex DePasse's app. He also has another app for tattooers, Palette Pro, which matches inks to colors on pictures and shit. And then lastly, Tattoo Society. Tony's always great and a good drinker and an inspiration for this. Bob Tyrell did the guitar for the intro. And okay, that's the official plugs. Cheers, everybody. Thank you very much for having fun.
Cheers.
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 Go.
Nice to see you guys.
You too.
You too.
How is everybody doing? So a couple people are back to tattooing.
Yeah,
Yes, we are.
Yes.
started back.
Yeah, Red Tree is back.
And how
Wait,
freaky
I've
is
been
that? Is
back
that
since
okay, or
27.
is it awesome?
It's awesome. It's weird, but it's awesome.
It was a lot easier than expected, for sure.
I still feel like it's safer than like going to Walmart. I mean, even for us.
No.
Still twice as close as we've ever been.
I've been tattooing the whole time because I have one client that's like a good friend of mine, and we chose to kind of go into quarantine together. So I had like him in my group of quarantine people. So I've been able to tattoo a couple times a week, just because I have asthma, and he has asthma, so we just decided to kind of stay safe together, and then that way he could still get tattooed, and I could tattoo, and I could, get like.
Nice.
Dedication.
Well, we gotta do. I mean, he's not paying for it, but he makes really good coffee, though.
There you go.
At least you're doing something these days.
He's a barista. You had a personal barista for the.
Well, I still gotta see him because he's like,
Yeah, well, one of us doing something. That's good.
Well, yeah.
We're gonna start off with some fucking real shitty tattoos. As soon as Fat German heard that we were doing this again, he was like, "I'm sending my shit in." So we'll start off with.
Did that guy steal my name?
No, it's spelled PHAT.
No, that's Fat Alec German. Yeah, this is Alec.
I'm joking. I know who he is.
Yeah, this shit is terrible. Are we starting here? We're starting right at the bottom?
Yes. Why not?
This is actually one of my favorite pieces.
That's beautiful.
I like the sleeves.
It's nice.
Is this new or
I love Soul Black. Soul Black.
Mm.
This is not American style.
No, it is not.
Definitely
like
not.
that.
It's not the British style either, which is cool. I think he's made his own style because he's really
100%.
saturated things very well.
It's really smooth and really rigid at the same time. The way things contrast, and
Yeah, it's like he has this language and he respects that language through all his tattoos. Yeah.
right, super consistent. Super consistent. Even with the color stuff he does, it translates. It looks like the same kind of stuff. It just looks like you kind of took this really beautifully saturated tattoo and just unsaturated the color, and it's still super saturated.
I think it's also nice because he has very, very bold static images, like the rose and the face and the skull by them, and even the straight lines in the background, they would all be on their own one thing. But then he's taken this hair or smoke and made a nice flow to mix it all together so it doesn't look as stiff as if the pieces were on their own. So he's paid attention to that. He's got a very stark image, and then he's done something to tie it into the next piece to make it all one piece, which is very nice.
Also, is the negative space is white or is it skin color? Can you guys tell?
They don't.
I think he does. What he told me is he doesn't use gray wash. He just uses grays, but that could be years ago. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty. For the most part, most Euro style they don't use negative skin. It's mostly opaques.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of opaque grays. I mean, you guys are artists out there, but a lot of the stuff is grays and milkies and.
His stuff is, I believe, yeah.
But let's appreciate that glare, like those little dots, like the glare that looks like.
Yeah, the out of focus. I was gonna say that it almost looks like the candles in the back almost have a flicker to them.
Yeah, like a lens flare effect.
That's
Yeah.
so
Yep.
That's so ballsy to do those things in tattoos, and so easy to fucking lose control and do something and flatten it out.
I love when people
It's
use
really,
like that
really cool.
camera, having something.
Comment on how hard tricks to achieve like that out of focus in the background really are. He does a really nice job. It just
Totally,
stays
and it's still graphic. You know, it's still graphic. Shapes are distinct shapes, but he's blurred them to draw them in the background, but not all of them. It's really interesting and it works.
Exactly. It's because the rest is so, so strong that in this case it works, A lot of
Like-
times doesn't work, but
And then
because everything else is so crispy.
yeah, exactly. It's like 4 little round things, but it's a tattoo. Like you're used to seeing that on a photo or something, but that is like to execute that's really a ballsy move, and he pulled it off.
And how about that little arrow just to pull it down? Like if it looks like you could pull it down further, and there's more to come, almost.
That's so borderline making it so
Yeah, it breaks.
next.
I just feel like that really sharp, like the ending of it. Like when you look at it as as a whole, and you see the ending, that it kind of looks like a shirt with like a boat neckline.
Yeah.
That, guessing that they're going to do more with it, but I hope so, because the tattoo is beautiful. But I don't like the end with like a shirt.
I kind of like the ending of it.
Yeah.
It's so clean that you get into all the other details.
It is
sorta.
super clean, absolutely.
I like
I
when
see
you
a
look at
point
the
though.
point
but
on the bottom though,
I
because
kind of like it for once there.
it's hard to say if people are interrupting each other on this platform. But I like the way that he broke it with the point on the bottom, because it could just be a bar across, which wouldn't really be paying attention to the anatomy. And I think that one little point at the bottom is strong enough on its own to pull it down and distract you from the fact that it is just one bar across.
I'm gonna say the word saturation, so we drink one shot. So that's very saturated. Fat.
Bro, I said that word 3 times. I didn't know that was a word. Holy
We didn't
shit.
hear you.
Okay, perfect.
Black is he using? What ink is that?
God damn.
They don't know. No, they just send pictures.
Is the same guy?
Yeah, it's still Fed German. Although he's Swedish,
Yeah.
I think.
I love the consideration of
He lives in England, but he's Swedish.
Swedish.
Of course.
I honestly, I love it when people do like black and gray, but use like opaque grays.
Mm.
It's so like the richness of it is just, it really works for this piece, in my opinion.
My opinion as well. I really like the tone.
And
It's
it's
very solid and it's
too.
still sophisticated, but very solid. It's very nice.
Hard contrast that no matter how it ages, it should hold really nice.
Exactly, and with it being solid like that, the white is going to
Like a
hold,
solid
and the
and
midtones are going to hold.
Yeah, they're all big areas. Yeah.
The thing is, you don't even need the white to hold because everything else is so opaque and so tight that even if the white doesn't stay, it doesn't matter because it will still be the lightest part of
I
it.
appreciate like the craftsmanship of doing that, like super smooth, completely saturated gray.
Yeah. Well, that guy does that. Yeah.
That is-
that German. Yeah, he's really good like that.
That is really, that's amazing.
Good job, Fat. Good job. And not you, Fat. The other Fat.
Yeah, I suck at that. That's
Big
awesome.
Fat.
Yeah, I always like the contrast of opposite principles in art because he has these letters that are super tight and crisp, and then behind it is super smooth. So when you have one next to the other, it always makes the other look better. If it was only smooth or only crisp, you get lost. But having the both, it makes one look that much more of what it actually is compared to the other.
I think the only thing I don't like that much is the black piece right next to it, like on the right now.
The
I don't know
tribal,
why. It's just
Tribal?
so different than all the rest.
It is, but it's moving the same way.
yeah.
No,
I think
now I'm
I
trying
think he
to
might
do
connect
something
that to
wrong.
another piece. You know,
It must be some sort of like a transition thingy, maybe. Hopefully.
I think it's a frame because he's got the same thing mimicked on the other side, so it's more of a. I think
Yeah.
it sets the background back because he has the contrast in the front and a parallel on the other side, so I think it's more of a frame, which makes the midtones fall back. So
I think he's definitely working around it. You know, he's gonna add another piece. So
Yeah.
What's really cool, if you notice, his depth of focus is so spot on that his rose is like hyper focused
yeah,
compared to like the face, which is soft. Only compared to the if the face was it, you'd be like, wow, that's so tight.
yeah.
But with the rose there, it softens up the face, just the hair. So that depth of field is on. If you see that, it's really super crisp on the tips of the lips.
Yeah.
The leaves, they look like so velvety. That's it's almost like a Renaissance painting when you see like the textures of the fabric. It's the same sort of.
they also have the outline, so that makes them more crispier. You know, in contrast with the
The
face.
strategic use of the white as well, just in the eye, tip of the nose, and the parts of the lip. So the highlight just follows an exact path. It's not scattered everywhere. So it leads your eye somewhere with a highlight, which I like in tattoos.
This tattoo has good contrast.
Cheers!
Oh, there, he said it.
Cheers.
I need to do a shot.
You need an outline.
So, we need-
Red Tree, you have any opinions? Red Tree smoking.
I think I might change to a cheaper whiskey if we want to do so many sets.
Coming to you, Richie. So,
One more from. Sorry. One more from.
How shot
Oh,
Sorry.
that's crispy. Very nice.
Really nice.
Who is this one?
This is one last one from
Same
Fat.
depth, yeah.
I thought so.
We have to give him something.
I don't even want to try to do something like that.
I still see the last one.
I'm just happy it doesn't have a.
There it is.
Little fumed piece.
It's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
Yes, it's really nice.
It's nice.
It's like a wow.
Animal portraits. The toughest thing is to get the shape of the entire face rendered and each texture of the hair, and not lose yourself in the texture of the hair versus the rendering of the shapes of the face, is really an impossible thing to achieve. And he's done it here. So
It's pretty sick. It almost looks like, I'm sure it's the angle, but it almost looks like it got punched in the nose.
yeah,
A little.
I think that's the angle, definitely.
I'm sure it is. I wouldn't say, I can't say anything, but
Yeah, the angle
Just a little too much.
the angle distorts it so that it almost looks like a gorilla with a lion's face.
Yeah.
Which makes it even better.
Thank God somebody agreed, because I was like, no, did I just say that?
okay. So we've got
I was
Filthy
looking at
Rich
that,
White
thinking
next.
the same actually.
Rich White. He's a fun guy.
I think I never made a good looking lion, so I'm jealous.
Okay, so this is Rich White. He says specifically. So
It's Rakim. I know
Take
that.
care of them, you drunken bastards.
what's up, Rich? It's been a long time.
Something about
Where's the portrait?
It's a Rakim, I think. He's a New York rapper.
Okay.
Like arguably one of the best.
Okay.
Arguably. Okay.
Arguably.
That nobody's heard of.
Yeah, I believe he's one of the best, but not the best.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think the picture is not doing any favor to this tattoo
Yeah, it's a blurry photo for sure.
because you can see the glare on the hand side, so probably that makes the blacks looks now so tight, you know.
Right, it looks washed out. It looks like.
But maybe the picture, I don't know.
I'm going to say that I like the way each individual piece is rendered. I like the way the nose is rendered, the cheek is rendered, and each finger is rendered. But I think the face, maybe back towards the ear, could be a bit darker so that the whole face has some depth as a whole face, because each piece on its own stands out well. But I think that washed out look you were saying is because it's very similar tone through the whole piece. So I like the tattoo, but I think if there was a bit more, if you step back and had more contrast in each area.
Whoa!
I think.
Country.
What was that?
The fact that you use the word rendered is exactly my feeling about it. It looks like it's correct to do a next sitting to where it should be.
Yes.
The only thing that's problematic is just that super, like the thing on the cap.
Yeah,
That's
but
gonna,
still,
that's,
it's just a shape.
that's hard to maintain that.
Which thing?
The what I think on the black thingy,
Under the
because
cap.
it's so black and it's, as soon as it like changes or heals or whatever, it's just gonna.
That's healed, right? It's not healed tattoo.
Nah.
It looks healed.
It's not healed?
Where that thumb meets the mouth too, you use a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's like
Yeah.
Like it's once you really look closely, it's kind of hard to separate the two.
like it's just like when somebody like follows the photo.
I think you need outlines in realism.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah, it's super light.
piece for like another hour, saturate the darkest blacks a little bit further, especially after looking at the last few pieces that we looked at where the blacks were incredibly saturated and velvety. I think our eyes are kind of craving that with this piece. Like the blacks should be like black.
Yeah, more solid, yeah.
And
No, you're right. You're totally right, because I think even using some of the older Indian inks is great for the gray wash, but when you want to use the black, now I think a black is called for in the blackest part of it. So I think if parts of it were, the blacks were blacker, I think it would be a bit stronger. I really like the tattoo, but I do think that it just needs a little more dark grays, solid dark fields of dark gray.
Just needs another hour or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
So-
the hat or the caps and the skin has the same
We're just
same shade kind of.
Would you say it needs more saturation?
No, it's saturated.
It's definitely
Would you agree?
It's tone that's saturated.
Sorry, I said it. You have to drink. Salud.
I like the saturation. I like that he hasn't left any skin except where it's supposed to be. He's even light grays in the lighter parts to, sculpt the whole piece.
It's not the shit. I'll just always
That-
go.
A lot of nice things going on with the real stuff.
Yeah, but people are not going to walk around with the photo next to it. That's what it looked like.
Okay, we got one more coming, or two more coming from Rich, and then
But it's still,
I mean, this is drug critique, so I apologize. I double booked. I've got a meeting with
it's like
people.
We got it.
So I'm gonna dip out in 3 minutes. I'm gonna dip out for 5 minutes.
Ah, you wanna dip out?
I have to. Yeah, I double booked the meeting.
Cheers to that.
Isn't him the moderator? All right.
Filthy Rich still. Filthy Rich.
Filthy
Wait,
Rich.
he said.
Filthy Rich. Okay.
Leo has played a lot of poker with Filthy Rich.
Nice.
Yeah,
He's a
who
great
won?
Huh?
That's
If he got richer?
Yeah, Filthy Rich, a good guy.
So now he's gone. We don't have to tattoo. We don't have to talk about this.
We don't have to do nothing. We don't have to do anything. Whatever.
Nice to see you. Long time no see.
This is good.
We're all locked in our house.
Richie, you're in Brooklyn, right?
I am actually in Queens in the Ground Zero.
I'm coming. I'll be in Astoria in a couple of weeks.
All right, fantastic, man.
I need to smoke some bongs, my friend.
There is a.
There's plenty of bones. Oh, it's the black and gray is pretty gray, and then
it's more saturation.
Maybe.
right.
Does anybody?
I like the idea, Pete.
Okay.
I think that it's black and gray. So
go.
more tones of a darker gray or medium gray would be nice. The ship is really cool. The waves have motion, but I think it's a bit square. You know, they're not moving in a. There weren't a couple of points that were focused on the motion. You know, it was more like rendering the wave. But the part where it's really fluffy, it crashes really nicely. But the part where there are the lines, I think the lines are. They needed more of a direction to be consistent with.
Right, almost like a light source, if you will. You know what I mean? It should be a little more consistent than.
Yeah, like if you pick an armpit of a shirt and all the wrinkles come from that part of the shirt, that sort of thing. They should. There should be some notion that goes, an idea of where they're all moving, because I've done this too on pieces. I've got locked into rendering each little piece where I've lost the movement of the piece.
Yeah.
But I think I'm not saying it doesn't work, but if it's a critique, that's where I would focus on this tattoo, would be to focus on the direction of everything and how it's moving.
I would also, I think the water and the clouds are very much the same shade again. So maybe do the water piece a little bit darker so you get like a difference between the upper and the down tattoo.
Yeah.
And I almost feel like there's it's very bottom heavy. The way it wasn't really taken into consideration about the shape of the arm, and it just seems like all that work on the bottom. The top is going to really soften up.
Maybe, but he followed the deltoid line exactly with the highlight of the fluffy part, which does pay attention to the arm. So it does make the muscles two different parts. So I think the anatomy was paid attention to.
I think it can be adjusted though, because
I feel like
all the elements are at the right place, but like you said, when you look at it, it doesn't make sense because it's maybe too light, or it just doesn't even out between the dark and light.
Right.
That's the main thing. I think too much. The dark and light wasn't enough. I think there should be more solid fields of dark or medium gray.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think maybe if he does it maybe a little bit more in the background with some clouds, that one might actually make this tattoo amazing.
I think like a little bit more like selective focus, like maybe adjust the waves a little bit, but if we could see a little bit more focus in like the actual focal point of the piece where like the bottom of that ship is.
Yeah.
And stuff are beautiful. If we could see that same detail in the lower half of the ship, that would I think add a
I
lot.
agree with the selective focus thing. I think, but I also think the ship should be darker. So this will have 3 dimensions, like light, dark, and light again in the top.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because it's supposed.
I totally agree. They
You can select any.
achieved black and gold, but they don't
But
the logo ship at all.
motion, like story, but the ship is like completely like static, like upright. If it had like a little bit more of a tilt to it, it would look more like like ooh.
But I think it's the picture. Yeah, probably he just reproduces the picture. I think it's a
I think
reproduction of a picture.
A little bit.
There's one thing that would make this tattoo from good to excellent is if you took a dark and medium gray from the back of the arm and faded it up from the waves on about a third of the arm, just a big field of dark or medium gray, that would break it up enough. I think that's all it needs.
Yep.
Seagulls.
Yeah, you do need some seagulls. Yeah,
Definitely
that's true.
some seagulls.
Seagulls.
Fuck yes.
Seagulls.
But Lior,
Forget about
lesbian seagulls,
Excuse me?
lesbian seagulls.
Beavis and Butthead.
What? Hey, lesbian seagulls. Wow. Oh my. Beavis and Butthead, come on.
This is the same guy? Probably, yeah. Oh, it's a video.
Oh, he's not here.
Yeah.
So what? How did he do it?
I don't even.
Fucking magic, dude. Fucking magic.
I'm just never a fan of these hand on forearm.
Because you never lost a child.
Oh God! Damn! I walked into that. I walked into that like oh, this is true.
But you know that Popeye tattoo, that like the one where it looks like Popeye is there.
Yeah, but not everyone's getting this tattoo because a lot of fathers are just getting like, oh wow. You got to take that out of my chest, please.
Nah.
Please don't leave that there. This whole thing. Oh.
You stay with that, sorry.
And more.
Ah.
That little nail really throws it off like a frog.
It's like I'm not gonna say anything else. Oh.
Benjamin, good you told me. I can't say nothing terrible.
If I would have just waited 2 freaking seconds, somebody else would have said
something. Hands are very difficult, and he did a good job with the hands. I agree with Lior. The one fingernail throws it off. But
What fingernail?
really tough to make a hand.
What fingernail?
The one at the end of the finger.
Yeah, the froggy one. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
The froggy one?
we've all done it for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not done because that the upper part of the hand that's not even.
I think it's fading. I don't think it's undone. I think it's just fading.
I think it's a full sleeve in progress.
No, I think it's finished, and the picture they give him is this way. It ends there, and he just reproduced it.
No, it's true.
Actually, look, this guy sent 3 tattoos, and 3 of them they were like somebody's pictures. So he didn't choose these tattoos. It's a service, so I respect that.
Cheers,
I
guys.
think,
Probably has
I think this is
meaning.
good.
Cheers.
Because- Oh, sorry.
I like the big hand.
Even
I
lighter.
like the big hand, the way there's the different range of grays and the light and dark and light and dark. And the way that's pretty cool.
Can you flip that?
Contrast, maybe, with the big hand.
Sorry, Richie,
Flip
not
that?
right now. It's a movie too, so it's a little bit difficult. If I can get stuff into Photoshop, I should. I'm gonna move on to the next one real quick. Hey, Costi.
Cheers,
Yeah, okay. Cheers.
Rich.
Senor Costi, how are you?
Hello.
What's in your head?
Cheers.
Here, I'm gonna turn this into social drinking for a second.
Oh, happy Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Love your horns there.
Okay. I just have everything up for a quick talk about tattoo. Cheers.
Okay, cheers,
Cheers.
guys.
Meeting went all right.
Did somebody say saturation?
Fantastic.
A cool mask.
Asti, let us go put on Romania then.
What?
How's Romania?
Good. Now start to be
Media.
good. Let's say good.
Let's
after two months of quarantine, what I can say? Nothing. We start to work from today. It was pretty busy, so it's good.
Narok.
Yeah, no rock.
Hoorah! Hoorah! Hoorah!
Okay, I'm gonna try to dial.
Or the same shit, different place. We're
Yeah,
all
don't speak bullshit here. Yeah.
on.
Get your little horse.
Sorry, I'm firing this up. This is Seth. Oh shit, Wollenschlager.
Who?
Who?
Wollenschlager.
I only see Richie. I don't see any tattoos.
Oh, you give me 2 seconds and you'll see me again.
You only see me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining, but
Mr. Fat, you get skinny.
eh?
Mr. Fat, you get skinny.
Yeah, my balls got skinny.
Ball, ball.
Vampire. It's a vampire.
Vampire, yeah.
No, it's a skull.
It's a vampire show.
Okay, it's a skull with no teeth.
This stuff happens.
Ah, yeah.
It's real.
What's at the bottom there?
Is some sort of symbol or signature or something?
Signature thingy?
SW. SW. SW.
S, yeah. S,
Son of a.
Like,
Wheat. Son of a wheat.
Oh my god.
Did I tell you guys how much I love hand tattoos? Like hand with the hand tattoos. I think those are. I love those.
What do you love? Sorry?
I like the hand tattoos.
Hand tattoos.
Yes. Hand tattoos of hand tattoos.
But you only have 2 hands. So.
Right, but you can get 2 on 1, and then you'd have 3 on 1, and then
Like cover ups, you mean?
What if you had a hand holding a hand on a hand?
right, exactly.
It's a good idea for one full sleeve with hands.
Just like
Let's go back to the previous tattoo with the hands.
a daisy chain of hands holding hands of hands.
Hands on hands on hands on hands.
Hands on hands on hands on hands. Hands on hands on hands. Sorry. Okay.
So
Already.
Hey, can we back the tattoo up? Can we back the picture up?
yeah, can we see the whole picture again?
Yeah, he's in a meeting. That's it. That's what you
Okay.
got.
So we got okay.
You got to create the rest of the shit in your head. What you think it looks like.
Okay.
I think it's not like a straight up photo of a skull and it's all moving in a certain direction. I think the white isn't. Oh no, you have to drink. I think the white is in the right place.
You do have to drink.
What weight? There is no white.
There are white lines, and I think that's.
Yeah.
I think the whites are put in a. They're outlining everything. Which
They
I,
are a little bit random. Random.
yeah, I like when the whites follow a path, and these whites are outlining the shape. So I don't like the way the white.
I think I only like the placement of this tattoo.
Oh,
I don't like the saturation. I don't like the blacks. I don't like.
You don't like? Oh my goodness. Sounds kind of negative.
No, I'm not being negative. It's just sorry.
No, I think that it needs to be more.
I like the placement though, and sometimes the placement is more important than
I think it
the
needs to be more
The placement
solid.
is very
I think
good.
that it needs, there's some shading out from the lines, but I think that he needs to take the shading in the middle of the lines, not just from the line. He needs to put shading throughout the whole piece. Because I think there are a lot of empty areas and too many empty areas. Too much empty.
I have nothing against empty areas when they are done with a purpose.
With purpose, yeah. With purpose.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just.
But in this case, I think the black won't be black once it heals.
Agreed.
Yeah, this
So
is.
it's gonna be everything. Everything is gonna be very transparent.
This is super loose. It's loose. It's not, it's not like super worked. You can see there's only a little black from the insides of it doesn't come out very far from the eye socket, the darker one. It's kind of very sharp. Maybe it's not finished. There you go.
It doesn't
Yeah,
look
it looks
finished.
like it's not finished. But he look like a beginning of tattoo artist, And
That's
he
a-
know how
yeah.
to use the machine. It look like,
Yet still, I think the placement is good.
Yeah, the placement. Yeah.
Placement.
Sometimes, when you see
Placement.
this,
Yay!
when you see this tattoo
Here's
on the
the
street,
placement.
when you see this tattoo on the street, probably you can appreciate it. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but when you
Okay.
see everything is like,
The shape was good, but it just needs a little more put into it, I think.
Yes.
More thought into it.
So this is the same artist.
Same guy?
No, I don't have it in front of me. It's the same artist though.
Can you zoom on it a little bit?
Yeah, we can't see it.
Can you zoom?
you get old, you don't think.
But it's tricky because it's just not a good picture.
Yeah, his skin, the white balance is off on his skin. It's like yellow.
Yeah, the light bulb yellow.
And also, the big glare from the top, and then
The same problem with the white.
dark spot.
I think it's the same.
Yeah, it's a random white again.
It's the same guy, so I have the same critique. Is the shape is good, but it looks empty. There are white lines and there are black spots, but there's not stepping back. This area is this color gray. This area is this color gray.
Needs
There's
more
pretty much
rendering.
black, light gray, white.
I don't even think the
One
blacks
part of it
are black there. I
medium.
don't even think the blacks are proper black.
Like the upper part,
Also, the black in the
but not really.
black in
But
the
hey,
background.
at least he's not cheating with the picture, like so many others.
Yeah, that's good.
I drive.
Sorry, guys.
What?
Cheers.
Okay.
This is what we
Cheers.
call black and the lesser black. It's just
That's not
so
even
much
black.
missing there.
If I could just critique the photography a little bit, like white.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't cream your tattoo before a photo.
Well, you can
Let it
see the
a
light
little
isn't
bit.
white off.
Yeah, let me go out.
Gentleman Jack. That's the way to go, Costi.
Yeah.
What is
of course.
Costi? Ah,
No,
hello.
it's
Here.
really gross.
That's the way to go, my friend.
The only gentleman in the room.
Costi,
You know.
this one?
No.
Fuck Jack Daniels. This is the good
White.
shit.
You guys know this?
Yeah, that's like if you
Yes,
Yeah, I
bullets.
have that
Yeah.
one.
I
not
used
black.
to.
and you just put like cigarette butts.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
have only one.
Cigarette butts. Wow.
Yes,
Awesome.
exactly. This is
Thank
the one.
you. You guys are super friendly.
Gentleman Jack.
Can I show you this one? In Norwegian, this means bumblebee testicles.
Richie,
Yeah.
Outsider. Just like hey.
Awesome, bro.
take it.
Nobody wants to talk about this tattoo or what?
No,
I think, to me, the background is the same as the skull. It doesn't look finished because the black in the back should be a little bit wider because it just doesn't work when it's that light of a tattoo and it's just a thin little black line around. It needs to
Again,
be more faded out.
I don't think it's black. It's not black in this tattoo. I think it's like dark gray or something. Which makes it
It's too thin. It should be wider.
Maybe
At
more
least, because then
rendering.
you see the flower. At least.
Maybe he used some.
Is this a rose? Yes. Is this a rose?
Yeah, fake ink or something like that.
It looks a little overdrawn, maybe. You know, like up here in the center of it. Where if you go look at his other skull, it was like almost underdrawn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's weird. Like if you would just take a little bit of the spiral out of it would just be drawn a little better. It's almost too symmetrical. It's too round, and then it should be more loose. Just the drawing of it, and then it wouldn't be so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Jannicke about the background too. I think the background is very weak.
Yeah.
I think that I like taking a small magnum and rendering a lot of things, and then I think you take a bigger magnum afterwards and maybe fade out the background really big and color in this section, so the whole thing has more tones to it.
Oh,
Same.
it's a face hugger with no tail.
Seafood.
By the way, this one's for you, Richie.
You're hungry.
Seafood.
Some great Danish hash.
This is
Again,
called,
no-
COVID mask.
Do you
No
have any
lines.
recommendations, maybe, or are those much on the table?
It's not done. Like,
Same thing like dark.
Either it needs a solid outline on it or it needs a background. One of the two.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
one of
Maybe
those.
some shading behind.
Especially when it's on the leg, you know, when you want to see that from a distance.
That's a
Then it
leg.
needs, more contrast, more lines.
Wow.
Cracks.
He's a leg? It was good.
Well,
This is the same guy.
Whether it's an outline or a background, it needs something to bring out the tattoo, the tattoo. And then I think also what's important in a tattoo is that all the sections you can't look at each section, you have to look at the sections as a whole. So it's each section is okay on its own, but as a whole, you need to line up with each other with a consistent idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
zoom out a bit.
This is the worst hand I've ever seen.
Richie, do you think it needs more saturation?
Yes.
I think we need to be working a little too.
More saturation. Vamos. Venga, vamos, muchachos.
Oh shit!
Maybe some outline.
I'm gonna have to go take you guys with me to the liquor store and show you what it's like in New York City.
But this is actually the one piece I like the best.
Look at him.
It's
Look.
just vibrant.
Richie Bulldog.
Robert, you need to turn on your
My
camera.
man.
Yeah.
Are you saying the liquor stores are saturated?
they're the busy. Yes.
Robert's trying to come in. Can someone help him click the buttons?
I've been trying. Try again.
Hernandez is coming in.
What's coming in,
Yeah.
Hernandez?
No, he's been texting and he can't download the app.
What was I saying?
He tried and he couldn't download the app. So Gage send him the link.
Oh, my telephone.
Anyway,
Anyways,
Robert, click the link. You sent your link.
Anyways, that last guy we seen, I think he's starting tattooing or something. And he's in a good path, probably, yeah?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Just, you know, look the tattoos you see on the streets and see what you like about them. You know?
Well, the thing is, he told
Pay
me too
attention.
where he's coming from, and he was starting in a not very good shop, and he's trying to get good information. So he's submitting his work, and I applaud that when people look for good information, because no one will get good information with just sitting at home. You have to go out and seek good information. So I respect that he sent the pieces in. Whether we give it to him while we're drunk, I don't know.
I think no.
next.
You guys are
So now Leo,
Easy,
Fucking
Leo.
Corona.
It's a week off. It's a week off.
Yeah, Corona hash. Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
what?
Ah.
Leo, where are you?
Klarade
You are still in Denmark?
Excuse me?
You are still in Denmark?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll be in the U.S. in 2 weeks. See if I can make it through. Then
No
I'll be
way,
back.
dude.
Wow, I'm so drunk right now.
Are you?
You know.
Already?
Yeah. Everybody like, you? Did you hear that? It's like the Hollywood Squares.
We all have quarantine beards. Every one of us has a fucking beard.
Yeah.
Exactly.
See, this
That
doesn't.
used to be special like that, but yeah, those days are gone, buddy.
We'll make
I'm gonna shave.
That's Robert?
Cute.
No.
I speak with my travel agency, and they say after the 1st of June, all the company. They
All
start
right.
to work.
There you go, LL.
Just push forward.
Is this the same guy or another guy?
another guy.
This is another guy. Must be.
Okay, I think that he's done some good things with how he's rendered every shape of the face, but I think again it needs an outline or a background. Like the empty cheek makes the tattoo look weaker than it should. You know, I think if he wants the tattoo to have a strong feeling, he should outline that cheek and put some medium gray behind the thing.
Right.
I think you should outline everything, even in realism. That's just my
Well,
thought.
like what Benjamin said, like that little spot there, I think it was a case of like tattooing yourself into a corner and not knowing what to do to get like the contrast.
Well, there's no corner; it's easy out. You just put a line.
Well, honestly, this looks like the other tattoo we saw earlier. That was a little too, like the black wasn't black, the gray was a little too light. This one is really fresh. And honestly, it depends on how he did this. I think half of this is still going to be a little too light and a little too dark. And we'll need a second pass.
I think the client ran out of money, and like, and he's like, "All right, yo, I got like 150. I got 150," and then then he left. He was like, "All right, bro."
I think you're right because I've
You
had
got a
this
killer tattoo for 150.
You tell them just the background.
See?
They're done. But still, that's 10 minutes worth of work. Just an outline, like gray behind it.
I think if you outline this tattoo, it will be good.
Yeah. I like the nose. I like how they paid attention to the double circle feature in the nose that a lot of people miss. That's cool.
And you like the kangaroo too.
The what?
You do like the kangaroo.
From the Kango.
Kangaroo.
And that's how
Kangaroo.
Not so much. No.
Well, I know
But I like
blind,
to know.
but where the fuck is there a kangaroo here?
fingernail.
Okay, I'll
There
get
is
to
definitely a kangaroo.
Hold
The
on.
bottom of the lip. The bottom of the lip. It wasn't one continuous motion on the bottom of the lip. It was broken up into each section of the lip, but it's sections of the outline of the lip.
I like the eyes though. I like the.
Yeah.
The eyes are really nice.
Yeah, if you do good eyes, the tattoo always looks better. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the eyes, the nose.
I really like the background.
I think the tattoo says something to you.
I like the eyes. I feel like if they would have taken as much with the
finger.
lip as they did like the tip of the nose and the eyes, I think the lips fall just a little bit short, but the eyes are really nicely done.
I think all the picture is blurry and the focus is on the eyes because
And also
it's like that because I don't understand why everything is blurry.
But the fingernail also as well. Like what
Yeah.
happened to the fingernail? There was the fingernail. Everything else is shaded in different tones of gray, and then it seems like you just stopped on the fingernail and moved on to something else.
Maybe have like
whole top of the finger and everything.
And the really light shade next
And
Maybe the nail will be
you
red.
really look at all of it.
Maybe that's not a finger. Maybe that's a caterpillar.
Like the hat.
Maybe you should be a little open-minded. You guys are artists, right? Like,
That doesn't mean we're open-minded.
No, we are not. We are not artists.
it's like,
We make
Or
tattoos.
maybe will be something on the finger.
No, but
If we have a guest trying to join that can't join.
right?
then you can't. If you can't join, you can't be a guest.
He's trying. He's trying.
Sorry. Click.
Can anybody tell me what
Yeah.
that like?
No, I think this is just incomplete. It's probably going to be a whole wrap leg sleeve because nobody just gets one wrapper. And if you were going to get one wrapper, it wouldn't be LL. See, you know,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm feeling it.
This
Yeah,
one,
this is.
this one looks better.
Actually,
Yeah.
like it. The
I like the black is black in this one.
forehead, up to the nose too is. It's not meant to be there, maybe.
I like it because teeth are hard to do without them looking.
Yeah, but look of the down, the teeth.
On
Down.
the bottom, he looks like he's chewing on rocks.
Yeah.
He is.
He is.
All right, then there you go. That's perfect.
Feels.
Can we add that to the?
No, but seriously, like a tattoo with teeth is like either it comes out weird or it works. And for this one, I think it works. So
Yeah, this is definitely like a sleeve of like artists of stuff.
The brows are like kinda there, but not there.
I mean, those teeth, though. Those teeth do start getting weird.
The top teeth are nice though.
It's the bottom teeth.
But like the top teeth are nice though.
You're so forgiving.
What's with the right ear?
It's not grown in yet. It's coming. Be patient, bro.
I don't like the bulb between the two eyes. 'Cause this is a feature that I've only noticed
The
here
wrinkle
with
right
Germans when they make that face. They have this bulbous thing that pops out. But it's a little exaggerated.
Who has this thing? Who exactly?
it's
Colored
fr-
in light, very solid. Or they leave like the line skin tone. But I think he spent time on the tattoo and then he didn't look at the whole tattoo because that pops out more than most.
but like what you mean is like that thing on the nose, like it looks the nose, like theoretically, right?
Any bong rib?
No, the teeth are empty though. The teeth are also empty. The teeth are blackened skin. There's no.
Yeah, it has an unrendered feel about it. You know what I mean? It's like very comic booky, really well done, super well done. Animated on a level, but not super rendered. It has a lot of potential. You know what I mean? It's not bad.
Yeah. The whole
Yeah.
okay. It's just that one spot is too light compared to the rest. Other than
Correct.
If this
that,
were a
It's good.
3,
It's not excellent
it
because it wasn't taking us further. It's
Oh,
good.
nobody's here.
Hey. Nice.
I feel like that this was a piece that didn't take like for to do, so it probably is one of those that's gonna go back into it.
Oh my God.
This is better. This is better.
Paris.
That this is for you.
I like this.
I like it. I like it also.
I don't think I've seen this like version of him before.
I think being a leg, this works very well. When you see this from some distance, you know what it is. Of course, if you get close to it, it's gonna need this or that. But I think on the leg, it has to have this, like these pants when you see from some distance. So this one is alright.
It's nice.
100%.
I like it, but it has the same thing as the last one. In between the eyes, the cheekbone, the point of the cheekbone behind the ear. Just put a solid layer of light gray, and it's better. Because that one thing below the ear is really
Solid line of highlight on the ear.
no below the ear. Below the ear. The cheek bone here is just too bright compared to the black next to it. Other than that, I like it. That's the problem I have with it.
I really like it from the eyes down to the chin, but I don't like the lines that is in his forehead. But I really love the shade.
Oh, that's bad.
That's about.
I also think he's a little bit lost with the use of whites. You know, like it's a little bit random
Yes.
again.
What
Oh,
should-
Robert Hernandez is coming.
I'm trying. We're trying here.
You can do it.
Señor Roberto.
We believe
Señor
in you.
Roberto.
Go ahead texting.
But at least he doesn't think next.
I think
People think it's like a
We have
bowl.
his phone here.
But it's,
Robert, we see your phone.
yeah, Robert. Don't go to your DMs, Robert.
Don't swipe left.
Oh, Jannicke, you went to the toilet?
That one.
Okay. I'll be right back.
That freaks me out. As soon as I see like the phone desktop, like in a Skype meeting, I start to panic.
Robert, don't do it, Robert.
Oh, hey, everybody! How goes it? Sorry, I'm still on my phone call. This is amazing. That Robert, can you hear us?
Uh-oh.
Seriously,
Gabe, switch off
Robert's in your
Robert's transmission, please.
Robert is typing.
Okay. He tried to put it on. If you could let him know that he's projecting his phone.
Gabe, I can't see.
He's close. It's the button next.
Everybody stop looking. Stop looking.
I hope this is not on YouTube, though. This part.
This is gonna bring more viewers than any of them.
This had every 9 million people stop looking.
Okay, I'll show you this because you have it. You all see it.
I'm gonna drop Robert. Just
Distraction.
I hope he's
apologize to Robert for
Yes,
that.
let's distract it
he's
from there.
close.
Hey.
That's cool.
So one shot or what? Yeah, let's do one shot, yeah?
Okay, we'll try this.
I have to call the liquor store because I'm out of liquor.
We found this thing.
Down.
Okay, guy,
Sorry, I am
cheers.
still here, but, I was distracted
Cheers.
because of the.
I got a good. Okay.
Nobody's drinking with me. I thought you was
Wait,
drunken.
I am here.
Papi, se acabó la fiesta, bro. I'm waiting.
Ya no hay fiesta, cabrones.
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Don't worry, bro.
¿De qué hostias vais?
Cheers, cabrón.
Cheers, cabron. That's so like, all right. I love it.
All right, we'll try it.
I don't care.
Cago en la hostia.
Wow, look out for the Chinese stars up in that piece, bro.
No.
They call shurikens, man.
Does PayPal work or? Perfect. So we've got the invoice. We'll send over. Presuming that there's like an email
Somebody just pull in the gas station.
for the PayPal there, then we can just send it over within a day or two. Awesome.
It's like an anime dragon. That's kind of cool.
I like it a lot. It has a lot of movement. It has outlines.
Yeah,
Moves very nice.
I like the movement a lot.
I
I
like
think
styles, and I like how nicely it works with the bio sleeve next to it.
And I like orange with green. You know, awesome.
Those shapes.
And that honeycomb pattern up top, when it finishes, it should be sweet.
I'm saying.
I think
Oh, it's like an armored little bio kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
That tail.
the whole body and the bio shapes the whole body. I think the face gets a little lost because there's this big dark field and then just the eyes, so it takes you a minute to focus on the face. So I think that the face should stand out a bit more than the rest of it.
Right. There's a lot going on there.
Other than that, I think I like it, but I think the face should pop more than the rest. But I do like the texture and the movement, and I even like the palette of it.
Yeah, the palette is amazing. It was so nice with the oranges and the greens and super cool. I like this one.
What's that? Like growl?
The Throwing Star is kind of on its own.
It does get a little bit lost right
Is
there.
that a Ninja Star? That's asking.
We lost it just a little bit. Could have been a little bit more. It's
Star.
It's pretty ninja.
What's inside the ninja star?
A ninja!
Just saying, this Ninja Star. That must be a ninja.
Yeah, the ninja star is the thing about a ninja star. It's got to be so super perfect. It's got to be perfect, man. You know what I mean? Or else it ain't gonna fly right. It ain't gonna fly right, bro.
I disagree. It's a tattoo. Nothing has to be perfect.
No, I mean the Chinese star won't stick in a tree when you throw it like that, bro. If you throw it like that, it ain't.
Or maybe some motion
You
behind
don't fly.
it. A little motion behind it.
But what if the dragon is throwing the star?
All right.
Okay, I'm back.
That's
Sorry
nice. Wow.
about leaving you all, but I'm sure you did great. I think Andrew Jones is going to be joining us for the convention in the fall. If you like psychedelics.
That's amazing.
And this is Jerry Magnet.
Like somebody actually took like nice photos and
Yes, with a nice background and everything.
That looks like a Ken doll arm right there. This is
Very slick.
wow. Zoom into that. I can't do it on my. I'm trying to zoom in. No one else trying to zoom in.
Too drunk to zoom in.
I like the glow.
I know I'm old because I'm doing this shit.
Yeah, even with my glasses, it's still kind of blurry, but yeah. I can see it sharp.
I like that thing on the second picture of the arm that like
Like the skeleton on the yellow?
yeah, like that rib sort of
Really solid tattoo. Really nice biomechanical.
Mm.
It's looking good.
Yeah, I like the light source, super bright. You know, really radiant. It's nice, man. The ribs on the first three on the left, that looks super nice, man.
I mean, let's be honest here. Most of us, if you hear this kind of concept from a client, you're like, ooh, we need something there.
Look at that elbow. That's rad.
I'm looking at that. That's
It works
amazing.
all the way through and through.
I like to have like an entomology kind of vibe to it.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that's super nice. Super nice. You don't dare ever go in the sun at all. You wear like a armed turtleneck for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Cheers.
Hey, cheers.
Hey, armed turtleneck. Cheers.
It's well saturated.
Yeah.
My wife won't even like answer my texts, and she's in my house.
Cheers to killer tattoo.
I'm intoxicated.
That's the
At least somebody is.
Yes.
Mommy, can you bring me something to drink? Everybody's waiting. See,
and
And,
what you're drinking.
and it's finished. It's finished. I told you it was gonna finish.
Maximo Lutz is also
Richie.
watching. So
I can't hear you because I have headphones on. So could you bring me something to drink? Thank
We
you.
can hear her though.
We can hear you though. They can totally hear you though.
Yeah, we do.
What? Yeah, Hennessy's some brown liquor. It's got to be brown liquor. Bring some brown liquor, right? Yeah.
That's
I love
disgusting.
it.
This is what?
Yeah, some of that.
This is beautiful. This is licorice.
Oh,
Licorice, you guys
that's like Jägermeister, like the
guys-
same.
Oh,
pepper?
God.
I think we have this Turkish
Wait.
pepper teenage Norwegian liquor here.
Teenage. If you said teenage, it's got to be like $4.
On the cupboard on the left.
Not in Norway.
No.
In Norway, is it like four flugans?
Nothing in Norway is $4.
Turkish, sweet.
Benjamin, you need to.
This is very like muscular, dude. This is like cool. This is cool.
Oh, he's talking about the two of them now.
There we go.
Family?
Probably this is part of the same body like before. Like he's gonna go for a full body suit or something.
I like the other one more. It was more depth.
Yeah, this one looks like a salad. He's growing a salad off his foot.
I agree.
A salad.
A salad. Thank you. Thank you to agree.
I agree.
More like seaweed.
Going down the
Different direction.
Okay, yes, Jannicke. I like that seaweed. You feel that, right? It's super organic. A little French dressing on it.
Yeah, but if the layers of the salad were a little different, it would be better. Like if the top layer was a little lighter than the layer below the salad, it would have a depth of field of the salad.
Right.
But I think now it's too much of the same tone through the whole piece, so it gets a little bit lost.
Contrasted, the two different nuances aren't doing anything other than being the same.
The other one was a lot better with a lot more depth to it.
Now think of it like this. Imagine this is like a super vegan tattoo. Totally makes sense. You know, like seriously though, it could be like, yo, I want like a salad armor suit.
No,
Salad
but if you're
armor?
going to do a salad armor suit, I think that's my main problem with this. Is that the layers
Salad armor.
and the other. So in armor, you can see one layer of the armor overlapping the next layer, and he's used the same tone, same gradients, all the layers. So he's
Right. Yeah. There's no right.
Yeah.
But a leaf of lettuce and cabbage.
Right. But you can't tell which is lettuce and which is cabbage.
High five.
Right. My man.
Jannicke,
But it's still cool. It's a cool tattoo. It's still a cool tattoo.
It is. It has a flow and it's nice. It's moving, but on the right side, you can see how much it should have had more depth to it.
It made sense now.
Understand that though.
It all makes
So
sense.
this is a
It all makes sense.
And it,
Think about it. The
too
choice-
much at the same time.
It made sense enough.
Yeah.
Good choices.
He sounds like the voice in my head.
It could be a like long session.
Think about it.
next time we have must be a friend of somebody's. They're all friends of somebody, I suppose. Bote. Oh fuck, man.
They all have parents, Gabe. They all have parents.
Botes, Ion, Alex, Drew. Okay, 2 seconds.
You guys think this is on the same dude?
That's what I think. Yeah, I think it looks like part of the same concept, right?
Yeah, this is all the same arm. He's got 3 arms.
Oh,
No,
wow.
you.
Nice.
I'm jealous.
This is Botes.
Good one.
Yeah.
You have that photo without filters on?
They even have personality.
We're good now. We're good now.
Because it makes you look at it. You know, like you look at that, and you're like, what is that? And then your brain says,
Robert,
Florian.
you're in. You need to click your mic and your video. Okay, we're gonna do this again, everyone. If we could, we have to take a drink for every technical problem.
Oh.
Okay. Here's the
Robert, you're presenting your screen again.
No.
No, everybody look away, look away.
The other button.
Privacy.
Hey, Gabe, I passed this to you.
You figure it out.
Thank you, man.
Anyway, Lior's gonna drink a licorice shot now.
While we're looking at Robert's phone, Jannicke, did you drink this as a child?
I'm seeing myself text.
Oh God, yes.
Venga, Leon. Cheers.
Don't drink it, it's dangerous.
I don't want to. But I don't know why I
Oh,
told
there
you
he goes, Robert.
Cheers,
You
man.
got it.
Ooh.
It's actually pretty good though, so you know.
It's licorice.
Do I want Chinese food for dinner? Yeah, hell yeah. Give me some egg rolls and shit.
What does that say?
Robert, dejar de mostrar la pantalla.
Hey, Lior and Benjamin, did you hear?
Yes.
Now it's a
Fried rice.
Norway.
Yeah, get all that shit.
They
Get
have
all that
until
shit.
1st of January.
Wait, back up,
Get in.
Jannicke.
We can't hear you.
Okay, can Jannicke?
I'll try again. Today, there was a suggestion now that, or a recommendation that you can't get into Norway until 1st of January. and I hope they're wrong. And I hope you guys can come up and guess before that.
I love you guys and all, but if it's not before 1st of January, fuck you, Norway. Bullshit.
Well, the last I heard about Norway was that you can only get in and out if you have like family or like a really good reason.
I do have family in Norway. How do I prove
You
this?
do. We are family.
Yeah, we're
I
family.
don't
How
understand.
do I prove this?
What do you do?
Oh,
We change the surname or something.
I really love this person.
Yeah, Richie, your mic's off. But cheers.
Yeah, right.
I know. My wife was yelling at me. I gotta take it easy, bro.
Okay.
Is that a sign of a good show? If my wife's telling me to take it easy?
That means you're doing something right.
You're
Yeah, so
doing good.
tomorrow morning we're.
Do you have a wedding, like a marriage counseling show tomorrow for alcoholics?
Man, I have a great story.
do
Well,
non-drunk things, and so far there's a couple people that clearly drunk critique attracts people that are on the edge. So if anybody does have a problem and they do have to sober up, we also have non-drinking activities that are almost just as fun.
That's right. We're gonna smoke some bugs.
Richie, I have a story for you. You know, R.I.P. the Lyle Tuttle. He told me some advice. I was talking about marriage counseling. And, there's something men don't do, and that's marriage counseling. And at that point, I was like, "Well, fuck you, Lyle. Maybe you don't understand." But I realized that if you need counseling to begin with, then maybe. Yeah, I'll shut up now.
Yeah. Lyle Tuttle.
That's how it ends.
I'll fucking.
Yeah, that's how it ends. No, but Lyle Tuttle told me.
Yeah, Lyle Tuttle's dead. That's how it ends. He's dead now.
No, he said if you need to go to a counselor, you just don't do it. And I did go to a counselor, and then I realized this counselor is telling me to work out something that should not be fixed. You know. So I agree with him. And then I did not, but now I do agree. Like if it's at that point, okay.
They are paid to counsel.
Lyle Tuttle.
Lyle Tuttle. Cheers, Lyle.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes.
All right. How many of us here have tattoos from Lyle Tuttle?
No.
No, damn.
Me neither. All right. Let's drink to that.
Cheers to no tattoos by like that though.
One guy.
No, that's a weed cough. It's a weed cough. It's not a COVID cough. It's a weed cough. Yes, 100%. 100%.
I don't know, dude. It's hitting pretty hard in New York.
Oh my God, it's getting hot in here.
I want to say cheers to Romania who started tattooing.
Thank you.
Hey, what about cheers to me? I've been tattooing for a week too.
Yeah, come on. You're the home.
Oh, I missed that too.
And Trina never stopped.
I'll drink to Romania.
Again.
Yeah.
Kasi, you had a beautiful country, an amazing show.
Thank you, mister. Thank you. Yes.
You know, Kosti, we just watched this movie, this nun movie. This movie, The Nun.
Yeah.
Northern Castle in The Nun.
Yeah, I know.
Pennsylvania, I think.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
Right
it's been there like 2 months.
Man.
Yeah, it's good.
Kosti, someday we have to get that castle show happening.
So are we still live?
No, that shit's ended like 3 hours ago, bro.
We have a good tattoo here.
I lost like Wi-Fi connection like 35 minutes ago.
Ready for another tattoo?
Yeah, let's see tattoos, bro.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Let's
We should do that. We could critique tattoos right now.
or let's ignore them.
While we're here,
Wait.
Wait a minute.
We have
I like this.
This is very cool.
And this is from.
go up in that house.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's a Romanian artist.
Where I was sucked into the story. I was really sucked into the story of this tattoo. So you look at the tattoo, what's going on? You see the old people, the house, and the fence, and it makes you think. You know what is going on, and that's important. The story behind the tattoo.
I'm thinking olives. I look at this and I think of olives.
I did.
No, this is Romanian artist. He's friend of mine, and
Grapes.
really good in the details.
We see.
Yeah.
I honestly look at the tattoo.
And this is like from Romanian countryside, like a family portrait.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. Look at her dress. Look at his sweater. Look at his collar. This is gorgeous.
This is Brasov. I know this place.
I'm sold at it. I'm sold at the fact
It's
that
very
this
hard.
made me think, what the fuck is going on? And I'm sold. It's
Well,
This is when you showed up at their Airbnb.
yeah.
And you are waiting for the host. Yeah?
They were like, "You're not staying here, my friend.
No, they are waiting for the host, for the key.
We are closed. We are closed right now. I'm sorry. No English."
I know, Garlic.
Nu înțeleg nimica.
I hope it.
But
I
to
hope
be
it
honest,
feels as
I really want to see this tattoo.
It is nice.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
He's really
What,
nice.
Jannicke?
All right. Stop. Everybody, be cool. Be cool. Shh.
We are like a crazy. When we talk everybody. And when we talk, when
Jannicke,
we stop everybody.
And it still works, though. This thing still works. It's amazing.
Really.
I'd love to see it.
I
on
want
heels,
your notes.
too.
If you hear us, I really want to see this tattoo how it's healed.
I want to see it healed too.
Yeah,
Because it might need
very,
more.
very detail. You know, I know it's good.
No, I don't care because I see it heals well because he has all the black and all the white spots. He has all the midtones colored solid and it
Yeah.
lighter.
But Benjamin, I think it might need more saturation.
Oh no!
And some outlines.
What do you think,
I don't know, but I don't know. I think that
What do you think? You like it?
that to overcome
buddy?
insult about it.
Yeah, I honestly can't look at the tattoo and really focus on it because the background of this picture was done so artistically that it really took away from the tattoo.
No, the whole.
Oh, sweetie.
What are you talking? The whole picture is the background.
I understand, but I'm a little drunk, so it's a little hard for me to focus on the picture when you put so much majestic background around it.
You mean the t-shirt?
A little bit.
With the fence. He took the black fence and he just colored completely solid gray behind the fence. So he made the detail, but he's not saying, "Hey, look at this detail." It's just another detail that falls back, and what you see are the mom and the dad, whoever the fuck they are. You see those
Mom and the dad. Oh my goodness.
I think you're
Grandmother.
right, sweetie.
Sweater. The fucking sweater is a
Imagine having like super old ass parents when you're like a little kid. That's gotta suck, dude. Like, oh my god, that's your grandma? And you're like, no.
It's my sister. Yeah, it's my sister.
It's my sister.
What the hell?
yeah.
Same artist. Oh,
Nah.
Same artist.
says, greetings from Germany. I'm drunk tonight. I'll shave my head if somebody finds me on Facebook. Cheers.
I hope he has glass insurance.
He said
Okay,
that
keep your
last
hair.
time, and I don't
Keep
know
your
if
hair,
he
dude.
said-
I have glass insurance in Germany. They really tried to tell me I have glass insurance in Germany, and I finally submitted. It's a thing. It's a thing.
It's a thing here too.
It's a well done brushstroke.
I like the negative feather. The no feather, I like.
I don't
This
see
is
it.
crazy. This is.
The one no feather, that I love. That's it.
Did you say the no feather?
He said, I don't see it. I don't see it.
You don't see the no feather?
No, I see it. He didn't see it.
No, I didn't.
Papi, cógelo con take it easy, papi. He said he don't see it. I said I see it.
I mean, I don't see it because there is a no feather, so I don't see the feather.
No, papi, you don't see it because you got that mask on your face, papi.
I know I see it. You're right. I don't see it.
No feather.
Oh,
That's the stairway to heaven, right? That's the happy trail. That's what they call the happy trail, buddy.
Depends on the.
It's what they call. Come on.
I really like the black.
You see something cracking.
I like
All right, that's where he. This is cool,
so many layers.
and it's huge.
Oh,
I don't really like it.
Medium.
It's
Now it's
huge.
small. Now it's small.
Come on, this is small.
Now
You
it's
see?
small again. Now it's smaller.
No, it's pequeño. Pepe pequeño.
Es muy pequeño ahora. Sí. Ahora es grande.
Pequeñocito.
Grande.
Oh shit, we have an Eddie, I think.
No, that's cool, man. It's got like a lot of artistic value to it. I like that stroke.
Yeah, I like the stroke.
This is so art snob, you know? Like I'm gonna put this super badass chest, this eagle thing, it's gonna be perfect, and then I'm gonna break the windshield, and then I'm gonna stroke some towel shit on you.
I agree, but I think like the artsy part is lost. Like they're like there.
Right? You feel me, right? You see it, right?
No,
But I feel that like the rendering of the feathers and the face is lacking. But I like this.
Yeah, I love this shit.
What? Sorry, what do you like?
The face and-
What do you like, Benjamin?
Hey, what's that about it?
I just
Whoever this was finished this tattoo and said, "Get out of my sight."
Yes.
Like they sent their client away. Like I never want to see you again.
Want me to poop on?
I mean, look at the stripe over the. This is really cool. I love this. Like the ink blotch and the.
That is cool.
how do you
This
continue?
brush, this brush I like it. I really like it. This is the best in this tattoo.
How do you
Yeah, this is cool.
It's
Yeah.
So many
cool. I
people
like all
have
this stuff, but I think
eagle
the balance of it, I think the outlines of the feathers could have been a little more,
Why is Costi punching a panda?
you know, the messy clean should be clean. So the messy part I love, and that's awesome. But the clean parts, if you're gonna be messy with a clean thing,
There are no clean parts. There's nothing super clean.
no, but the feathers, like the shapes of the feathers.
To be honest, the head look like very weird. Like what the fuck?
The head is very weird. Like what the fuck? Bro, you can't say that, buddy. You gotta say like, yo, the head seems proportionally a bit off.
Okay.
On the
Eagle is not giving a
left.
fuck, that's for sure.
The shape of each progressing feather doesn't progress nicely or evenly. You know what I mean? So if you have a messy part, I love it. But if you're going to have a rendering part, it should be rendered a bit more with intent. So
No, you're right.
Unless
I'm not saying I don't like it, but if we're critiquing, I'll be honest with you.
No, right. It's so cool. If it was super like perfectly rendered, every stroke, every
Not perfect, but just a bit better on the parts that is something.
Benjamin,
something, go nuts with it. But
sorry, Benjamin. Do you think?
he said
more
nuts. He
saturation?
said nuts.
More saturation, yeah, Benjamin.
Yeah, but I still like that's the end
I
of
think
that.
the face needs more saturation. Yeah, that's what you mean.
The
no,
face.
it's
You
saturated.
just want to drink.
Even the feather, the tail is saturated, which is cool.
So talking about saturation.
I think the third purple spot on his chest needed saturation. Look at this. Johnny Rotten.
Cheers. Cheers for
Johnny Rotten.
saturation.
Is that Johnny Rotten or is it Malcolm McLaren?
I think
That's
it's prodigy.
prodigy, dude.
This is Michael Jackson.
Oh, see, it's neither of them.
I got answer
Do you know this art and noise? This hey.
That's good.
Oh shit.
That's Sting. That's Sting.
Oh, that's fine.
Who is that? That's Prodigy. Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm almost 50.
So I like this tattoo. All of it. It's the thing, the top of the head.
Zoom out.
That's
No, zoom in.
It's
Come
all
on, I want to be like
it has
that.
expression. You look at it and it says boom in one direction, but
No.
top of the head is a little like hurried furry, I think.
Hey, come on down. Got microwaves. Got...
Maybe the
I think this tattoo is good. Come on.
stain
Come
on the eye, it should be more
Mr. Fett, say something.
light and shaded than like this.
You have
Yo.
to, we're
That's
staying here for 5 minutes, 2 minutes.
Yo,
thing.
yo.
He should be wearing a hat. He should be wearing a hat.
Well, if that should be what.
No, I remember this tattoo you made. It's the same artist, like Romanian artist. I remember where he do this tattoo when he died.
I like the tattoo itself, like the portrait itself. It's rough, but it's nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, but the object, like the circle over his eye, should have been tighter. Then it would have been so much better.
Right, it's like.
I don't know, maybe, maybe not, because the idea of the tattoo is not like a nice thing. It's an explosion of a thing in your face. So I think it's not perfect.
No, I mean,
What?
you have
Benjamin,
that
what?
in his face, but it should have been like.
I don't hear you good. Benjamin, say it.
This is great. This is great.
Come on.
Dare we say like trash polka? Like super, like what the artist considers super rendered and then super like not rendered? Like flat, like less than even one dimensional?
I think that is 2 dimensions because there's the impact, or I think 3. There's the impact of the portrait and realism, the impact of the motion, and then the impact of the polka.
All right, so 1, 2, 3. That's like 6 dimensions right there, bro.
3.
Depends if you see double, you know.
Very touchy.
Spirit of who is portraying so well with that.
I just don't like how the top of the head is a scribble when like everything else is still well done. The background is faded. So the top of the head, he had a choice to make, and he didn't make it short. You know, it was.
Look, I think this one with a
fade
black. Oh,
or a scribble, and he did everything else. I love. I don't like. No, they don't like the tattoo.
I think this tattoo with a black
He didn't make a
background
choice.
would be amazing. This
I'm
with a
gonna-
black
Black
background would be
Old
amazing.
fuck here.
Background.
With a black
The
background.
fact that it has enough black will still hold this tattoo no matter what for time.
Yes.
You know, it will last a really good tattoo.
Yes.
Just like only the black alone and the how much black is used here and the shades of it, that would hold the piece no matter what. Whether the color lasts, no matter what, it will hold.
And you know what? And you know what? You know what? That red is in there.
This Kiro shading on the eye, like a Trine, but it's
Yeah, because with the color
Right,
coming
looking at
from the background.
the black and then the fading out. That's really fucking
Can I
cool.
stop everything?
The nose, the rendition of all the rays, cool. Really cool.
You're out of order. You're out of order. You're all out of order.
Fucking frog door to burn it here.
I'm a fire starter.
Yes. Now.
Well, it's
Maximum looks.
Oh, this is shit. I hate this tattoo. It's so bad.
What? Wait a second. What? What?
Yeah, I don't like it. Nah.
What? Yo, zoom in, bro. Full screen that bad boy, bro.
Those weird little timber.
No way. That's not even. Come on, stop it.
Excellent.
Don't play with me, son. Let me see this. Wow. Nah.
White, super nice.
This guy sucks. It's so
No
bad.
fucking way.
It's awesome.
Nah, this is amazing. This is my friend Maximo. This tattoo is fucking
Bro, stop dropping names, buddy. Stop dropping names.
Is he angry at his mother?
Oh my god. Can I see rib cage, please? Oh my goodness. Look at the rib. It's like a baby alien rat. The anatomy on this thing is fantastic. It's fantastic.
Fantastic number 5.
Can you zoom in, please? Can you give me a zoom in on 4673, please?
And 40.
Look at that. All right, this is. Look at his hand, how it fucking. Is it Photoshop?
It's totally photoshopped.
Totally.
He can't
I'm
tattoo
joking.
at
I'm
all.
joking. I'm joking. It's very
It's
good.
very bad.
Can I tell you my personal view on people who execute the Geiger style perfectly, if you will? I feel people who do that really respect like this alien anatomy so well that when you do it right, the proportions are perfect. If you do it poorly, it's obvious.
Yes.
And like they really respect that anatomy, and I'm always blown away by people who recreate that vibe so well. Look at the hand in the fog. This is so well done. Yo, Maximo, this is like my favorite tattoo that I've seen today.
I feel like I have Alien 4.
I still wait.
That's my favorite one.
And I don't even, and this isn't even like my vibe, you know what I mean? Like I prefer like pretty shit you can hang on the wall, you know what I mean? But it's so well done. It's so perfectly executed. I mean, the milky and like the way it's not black, but you know it's black, just the way it's presented to you.
Trust me, it's black. I know this guy's work. It's black.
No, what I mean is in the this is awesome.
Calm down, Maximo.
This is awesome. I said.
You know what you're
I'm not playing.
like? It looks like
Come on, you need some doctors.
You're absolutely right. Saying about how true they are to the original Alien, yet they took it their own way and fucking made it. That it's so true to everything. At least for old fuckers like us to remember the original, and it's like, yeah, that's a well-acted, and with all due respect, fuck yeah.
This is fantastic. What did he say? He liked it? Did he just say he liked it?
I love this tattoo.
Why?
I think it's great.
Someone bring me this dude's forearm. I want this dude's forearm.
It's yours, Richie. It's yours.
Which is
Speaking of bringing people's forearms, how many people are down with skinning your clients after they're dead?
What? No, that's weird. Once you said dead, you lost me.
No, so there's at least one or two people. They're embalmers, and you can pay them, right? Some people take insurances out so that when you die, you get your death insurance money, and like $30,000 of it set aside so that you could skin you don't skin yourself, somebody else skins you, and then that shit becomes art on the wall after you're dead.
I got a better idea. Put me in a fucking freezer. Figure out how to bring me back. I'm back.
I'll drink to that.
When I started tattooing, do you remember this guy? You guys remember this guy, David Gee? He had
Costi, you're the best, Costi. You're the best.
This guy had a full bodysuit, and he and a corner. They had made it in the will.
Saturation.
Saturation. Yeah.
They made it.
When I first started tattooing, the guy I worked for, he had a contract with his client, a full bodysuit, and they made a contract that he would get the skin of the guy to taxidermy it in his studio.
Yes.
That's very Ed Gein.
But I think the tattooer is actually dead, and the client is still alive. So that's all involved.
That's fucking creepy, dude.
Customers living.
I was working in the 90s, and the two people at Tiny Tim's Tattoo Shop in Peter Woolley, and they had their inheritance, like they were gonna inherit each other's skin, which was kind of in the will. It was
That's amazing.
They tattooed each other. They were gonna get the skin after the other one died. So.
Wow.
And that
romantic.
Deal still exists?
Kinda.
It's like I always said, like if I run like some rich person that have my like hire like a minute to get
Wait, you can hear me?
Read them all.
Nope, it's bitter.
Everybody look at each other uncomfortably.
Fucked up.
Why don't we go around? What was the last convention point before shit hit the fan?
What?
the last word?
Okay.
This is the last one. I propose to send to pick up from each other one picture with tattoo. Huh? Gabe, you have.
All right, can I make Gabe? Can I make a quick announcement?
Yeah.
Anything that I've said thus far takes no personal responsibility or liability and does not reflect any opinions directly by so other or for their other behind which anything represents Hustle Butter in any way, shape, or form. Thank you very much. Now, hold on. Can you all look at my brain erase pen for just a second? If everybody could just stare at this.
Nice.
3, 2.
That's for creme brulee.
Yes, for creme brulee. That's exactly what it's for.
Oh.
Yeah, this is rough.
Next tattoo, Leo.
Next.
Yeah, please, let's further ruin my company. Come on, next Hector.
Maximo.
For this one.
This is, come on, stop it.
This is shit again. It's all Photoshop. So bad.
Garbage.
I don't think you can tattoo, actually.
The only thing I could say is, why did he do the other ear? Why not the other ear? Why can't I have the whole ear? I gotta have a...
Mickey Mouse to me. You know, if I was going to tattoo Mickey Mouse, it would look like Mickey Mouse. That doesn't look like Mickey Mouse.
Exactly. Very bad job. Negative.
No, this is amazing.
Nah, he's good.
Maximo.
Look at the face. The face in the ear is
skin should have been on top of the skin.
so good.
Not just morphing right into it.
I think it's kind of cute.
Nah, it's perfect. It's cool. There's nothing wrong with that.
To me, look like a simple and nice.
Even the teeth are
It's like Mickey Mouse.
well, bad
Go with
teeth.
the next one.
Good teeth.
This one's gonna suck.
This is perfect. Perfect.
Oh, that's nice.
I get drunk.
Amazing.
What?
I don't see it. It's the same tattoo.
I get drunk.
Oh.
Really, really nice.
Maximo, finish your drink.
Maximo, Adolf Hitler only has 2 eyes.
It's beautiful.
It's really nice.
It's really great.
nice.
It's nicely done.
Yeah, definitely. Beautiful tattoo.
Look at that shit.
Do you guys feel like that, like those Cheyenne machines? How that people are using those sometimes?
Ooh.
That they do what? I use
Like,
Cheyenne all the time.
Yeah. Jannicke's got gloves on now.
That people are using the Cheyenne machines. That sometimes tattoos get a specific look when you're using them.
Well, Maximo is not using Cheyenne machines. I tell you that.
Uh-oh.
Finish your drink. Whoever called that one wrong.
Oh, he does. He does.
Wow. Can you make that, Gabe? Can you make that smaller?
No, I think you mean Photoshop.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now
Yours?
Gabe, I need like 64% smaller.
Now it looks better. No, I like it. No, I like it.
That shit is sick, bro.
No,
What's
I
that,
like
a back piece? That's a
Is that
bodysuit?
like a small detail in that?
Woo! There you go. Smaller, Gabe. 78%. 78%. Yeah.
No,
Can we look at them all like this?
Natural. Maximo is a
Yeah.
natural.
It looks like an Apocalypto tattoo. It looks like a tattoo from Apocalypto at this size.
Like if
You mean because he's South American? That's racist, dude.
Oh, you told me the word.
Bro, I'm fucking Puerto Rican. I can't be racist. Get out of here, papi. Que se vaya pa'l carajo, coño, papi.
I won't even tell people.
nicely done.
Bro, Latinos so quick to throw the fucking. Thank God I was Latino, bro. I wouldn't have been able to deflect the racism comment, bro.
No, seriously, this tattoo is pretty good.
It's amazing.
Great. It's great. I love Maximo's work. I always.
Anything with multiple eyes like hurts my face. Like this is almost okay because it's like horizontal, but when there's like stacked, and you see that.
Large eyes.
Oh, here we go.
For me,
Get ready for a seizure. Zoom in on this.
Sorry,
why I
this looks like costume.
Caesar provoking material is good for me.
No, but what is that?
You like that shit, right, Benjamin? You like
I love it.
anything that causes a seizure. You want all that shit.
Yeah, they fucking did
Like
it.
right there. This is seizure. Like this will just have you like fucking. Oh my goodness.
Somebody tell me what this is? Like what? Like who is this or why?
This is what happens when two cousins get married.
Tattooer's been tattooing longer than all of us.
Oh, you're back.
That's so amazing. Like it almost looks just like a birth defect. Like it.
Hey, fuck you, Maximo. You gotta come on here and critique. Call in, Maximo. Text me or something. Fucking, you should be.
Anybody?
He's got the Photoshop and his hand. That's really important because he's Photoshopped it, but he's put his hand into it.
Right. It still looks natural. It still looks natural.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, which I like. You use a new tool, modern technology, but you don't rely on the technology.
Right. You still have to execute it. You still have to execute it.
Yeah,
Right.
you have feeling behind it, and the tool isn't your crutch. The tool helps you get to a new level, which is what he does. I love it.
Yeah.
It's so amazing how it tricks your eye because you know it's wrong, but the way it's presented to you, it looks right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a killer tattoo.
Really nice.
It's
Definitely
fucking
a killer
dope.
tattoo.
The hat, I don't understand what's going on with that until I realized that that's the other Marx brother. That's Gaucho, right? What's that?
Yeah, yeah.
Harpo.
This is Harpo.
Harpo.
Okay.
This is cool. This is dope.
Yeah, Maximo nails the essential, is all I have to say.
It's really, really nicely executed.
Yeah. But you
Hey,
kind of
do you
can't
have any,
critique anything else than the eyes.
critique?
They suck you in. So the rest is like, you don't really notice it. The eyes are so focused.
Yeah.
Right. It looks like normal, but abnormal at the same time.
What's
So those Maximo, by the way.
like the black?
Yeah,
The eye. So it's like the value is
this is bad.
very.
And let's talk about the content. The fact that it's Harpo is really cool, and it's Harpo, but it's presented in like this modern. You know what I mean? Like it's like if he was here today. Like it doesn't have weird, hyper, old style features. You know what I mean? Like it's totally progressive and realistic. It's Harpo, and then it's got that. It's like
I don't understand.
Vintage up.
you don't understand.
Costi, it looks like you.
So this guy is okay.
That looks like you to Costi.
I love this dude. I love this tattoo.
Okay.
I want to make my sheets.
Okay, thank you.
You know what I really like about this tattoo?
What the fuck?
We're on to the next tattoo, Richie.
You got more tattoos?
We got about
Oh,
Rich
that's
white.
cute.
This is super cool idea.
I like that.
Yeah.
The little rib skirt there going.
Page on it, and I like it.
This is pretty. This is a pretty ant. This is a pretty ant.
It is cute. Definitely.
Yeah.
The
Pretty
shape
end, like a fat.
legs at the same time.
Get it bigger.
Is it cool?
She has a little waist and nice hips. This is very nice.
It's like
I'm staying out of this one with a 10-foot pole.
It's definitely female, yes.
Correct.
Why?
Well, if
Because it has 6 arms, bro. That's how you know it's a female.
Oh my God! Now I understand.
all female.
Obviously.
And those big fangs and those.
Ah.
That's even more female. That's like the less female.
Needs a little lipstick. Needs a little lipstick.
Look at
Can we get
the.
it bigger?
Yeah, you can get a bigger. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love the shading of the ribs. Really, or the
Yeah, the
skirts.
ribs looks
Rib
amazing.
skirts. Really beautiful.
It's nice and hollow. It's nice.
Yeah, and probably it's like very tiny, that part's probably something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like that's amazing.
Cool.
definitely. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, it's super hollow. I love that. That's
We're
nice.
getting some feedback from the chat room here. You're talking a lot. Go figure.
Oh, well.
Hit the eject button, don't forget.
All right, I'm going to eject.
No.
Should I eject?
I'm shouting to 3 different countries, wifey, sorry. No, my wife is telling me not to shout.
What? What?
My wife is telling me not to shout. I insist that when people are in different countries, you have to shout to be heard. And my daughter also says there's microphones, and it doesn't make a difference how loud you are.
That's Richie.
What?
Huh?
I think Richie, they're talking about you.
Richie,
Yeah.
headphones off. Maybe that's why you're yelling, or
No, it's just that we're in different countries. How many
Hey,
different
let's
countries are represented
critique-
here? Like,
let's
you can't do
critique
that
Richie.
without projecting.
Am I yelling?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
No, you're
critique
not,
him.
brother.
Yeah, you're just talking a lot.
You're from New York, Richie. You're from New York, and when we talk, most people think we're yelling.
I yelled like an hour ago.
Just letting you know.
I remember when that was because my wife texted me. I have spin control going on. My wife texted me when I yelled.
Okay,
Yeah,
next tattoo.
honestly,
Next
I
tattoo.
would
Yeah.
not
Just
know.
being honest here.
Next tattoo.
George
guy.
has been tattooing
As
for
a New Yorker, I'm just letting you know that's just the way we talk. It has nothing to do with yelling. We don't mean to. That's just how we do.
You are
But
not
clear, you're not yelling.
George.
There's a difference.
Thank you, brother. You're the best lawyer ever.
I'm just letting you
He's
know.
Jewish.
that I'm a Jew.
I love you. Thank you.
I'm at work,
Thank
I'm a
you.
lawyer too.
I'm always the villain.
Yeah.
I'm always the villain.
Dude, I've been
That's
living in
what's up.
Europe for 3 years now. I know the way it is. We're not trying to yell. It's just the way we sound.
Bro, wherever you are, I'm going to find you and I'm going to help you escape.
From New
Escape
York.
from New York?
Kurt Russell's in.
Yeah,
Well,
it happens. It happens. Next.
Okay, what do we got here? What is
George.
Nice boobs and nice lion head. The eyes of the lion is really
Ah.
nice.
Oh yeah.
Come on, look at the book.
It's a nice
what boobs?
with
I-
the kind of nice concept.
Trine, say something.
Up and then the jaw underneath her chin. It's a nice concept.
It's a beard. It's like she wants to, but she doesn't have one. As close as she gets. No, it's a good tattoo.
What?
Anna.
Parts of it.
Can
is
you
good.
blow this up? Can you make this bigger?
Yes, I can.
On the
I'm
boobs?
just asking because of all
You
the
can make the boobs
shit.
bigger?
Good.
Okay.
Very well done.
Yay.
Very well done.
Yeah.
Uh,
The lace.
Good
That-
details.
Not so nice.
Boobs.
I prefer different style.
Yeah. Boobs.
Beard.
Kind of
Dang
looks
it.
like beard.
Boobs with beards. Oh my god.
Yeah.
If
We
you
moved
only
past
look
the
at
boobs.
it like that, it's boobs and beards.
Yeah.
Nicely made though.
Yeah.
Could be
I
a
think
butt for long hair.
I really think those boobs need more saturation. Though.
Cheers.
And set some outlines.
Can we back it up?
That would be like pretty funny with a T-shirt though.
You know what I like this tattoo because I can't figure out how I feel about it.
You know what I love about that? That it's a little bit of dusty, dirty cleavage. Look at it. It's a little.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of everything. Yeah, you have the lady, you have the clown makeup, you have the lion, but it's well done.
It's well
It
done.
is.
I'm,
None of
to
it
be
is
honest,
stereotype person either, which is cool. So you look at it and you try
It's
to.
like subtle.
I can't
It's
say
subtle, but it's definitely there.
You know what I really like about it? That it's got like her face has a real South American feel versus like a European feel. You know what I mean? Like they all look like.
European.
Are you being racist again?
No, nothing. Nothing. But all these tattoos, like a lot of them, they pick out the prettiest face they can find Not that this isn't a beautiful face, but this face is very ethnic. It feels real Latin to me. It feels real Taino, real Indian. You know what I mean?
You are racist.
Is somebody talking to me like under like with a pillowcase over their head?
You are a racist.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we were just talking shit about your tattoos.
There he is.
You need more black.
No, I think the problem is with the nose.
I like.
This is awesome.
Face is very like.
It's a it draws your attention in and has multiple elements that don't distract you from each of the ones, except for when you look at it. For me, it makes me kind of wonder what's going on, and I like that about it because every part of it is correct.
Yeah, like face kind of draws you in.
We're not talking about tattoos. We're talking shit about fat now that you've joined.
Are you talking about me?
About who?
What? That's normal.
Yeah.
I'm in the swimming pool.
Who joined?
A fat German. I mean, a fat.
What the other fat joined?
Crazy.
Hey, how does your neck feel?
Good.
Sorry. Fat.
Oh, nice.
Turn your
You're
phone.
the one.
Yeah, I was.
Is it that side?
We talk about
Turn your phone, fat.
naked woman.
There you are.
Turn your phone upside down.
Upside down.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that the other fat? Really?
Put it in your pocket. Put it in your pocket.
Nah.
My man, 50 grand. What's up, buddy?
You good?
Take us in.
What's up there, Alec?
Hey, good, you?
I'm good. How are you, buddy? Cheers.
I'm drinking rhubarb cider in the swimming pool.
Fantastic.
Oh, excellent.
Do you have a lifeguard on duty?
There's no water in it.
All right, then we're good.
Is this for Fuka women?
Huh?
Fuka women.
Nah, I can't hear it. I can only hear Richie's ball.
¿Qué dices, tío? Estás fatal, colega. Estás de hecho asco,
Man!
Puto Costi. Puto Costi está hecho caldo.
It's like when you turn up to the party and the last part everyone's drunk.
Buddy, you just got here. Everybody's tripping already, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
That's a cute dog.
Whoa.
just out of curiosity, is anybody interested in a
No,
psychedelic?
You tattoo.
You got yo,
Review card.
how's your son, bro?
Yeah, it's
My
good.
son?
Is he drawn? Is he tattooing? What's up with that?
Yeah, he's tattooing, drawing. He's doing good. He wanted to say hi, but he had to go to bed.
What time is it? What time is it over there, bro?
Like 11, maybe? 12?
11 in the morning?
No,
Midnight.
No.
Midnight
How
here.
are you in Sweden?
yeah.
All right, everybody. All right, calm down. Take it easy.
1 o'clock in the night. Motherfuckers.
Really?
It's like 8 a.m. It's 8 a.m. in the morning here.
Is it?
So here it's 1 o'clock in the night.
Here it's midnight, 12.
Oh,
Why is Richie's microphone so loud?
Coco!
I don't know.
Because he's allowed New York.
Coco!
Okay,
But
do like
Pat,
that.
you got to turn your camera sideways.
Like that?
Yeah, exactly like that.
There you are.
Is that better?
That's way better.
Is Richie broken the house?
Yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
know. What is
Better? Is this good?
Yeah, that's much better.
Is this what you meant?
Perfect.
Does this work?
What's going on with you?
I'm getting a cramp in my neck. Everybody should all lift.
Shut up. Man, take the camera. I get drunk.
So then keep it that way, yeah? There's John Wick.
Jan Wick. Who's Jan Wick?
Benjamin.
You mean
Yes.
John? Did you mean John Wick?
Yeah.
What's
Actually,
going
Hawaii.
on?
Benjamin, you
All right, everything's fine.
are we getting more tattoos to critique? Or
Yeah.
Nah.
the-
We're gonna look at pictures of animals. Let's critique animals.
There's a dog right here.
Yeah, well, he didn't.
Let me
show
see.
up. Look
We
at
can't.
this. He didn't
That
show
dog
up.
needs
Look
more
at the
saturation.
report.
More saturation.
The dog needs more saturation.
Well, it's a dog. Like, what do you want to do? Like,
But we drink every time we say saturation. That's why we say it.
oh,
It doesn't matter, dude. It's a dog.
it's not
But
just
there's more saturation.
It's, you can't oversaturate a dog, dude. You'll drown it.
the Formula One.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Am I back?
Welcome back, buddy.
Computer bed.
We held it down. Everybody was behaved.
Are you behaving?
Okay.
Richie?
Presenting.
Is it bad to see the name? Is it bad for us to see the name?
No.
Like right off the bat?
No.
What if this is my first cousin? This is my first cousin.
Eat it up.
We'll tell him.
Just respectfully and let other people also eat it up.
Oh my God, I've never seen that placement before of an eye.
Come on. This is like usual.
I would like to see more gray than black in skin.
Yeah.
I think 3 more eyelashes.
What?
In the middle.
3 more eyelashes would make a difference. Turn this around.
There's a gap there.
Wait.
Though.
There is a gap.
Yeah.
That's the mascara brush running out of
Ryan,
juice.
say something.
That part's fine. Like the mascara.
Can't argue with that one.
But I see too
Can't
much
argue with that
black
one.
skin, so I would like to see more of a range in the tattoos.
Yeah, it's just
the
not.
shading, the shading needs
Gabe,
more range.
Gabe, you want to get me drunk?
Yeah. What do we have to do?
Stop it. Leave like that.
Yo, bro, you came too late.
Do I look like a James Bond villain here?
Yes.
Yes.
Very.
Always.
Don't say it, guys. Don't say which one.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, yeah. Costi, we get hot. A little topless reindeer, buddy.
I just think there's too much black laid down foundation. Like it's all black and nothing else. You know, so there needs to be a little more variation in the tone,
Like a
as well as the attention to the line structure. The line structure is very sectional. It needs to be more fluid.
well, this like the light, like somewhere that
You don't get the moist feeling of the eye. It's too flat.
No, but a lot of also is the basic structure of it. It's like it's a bunch of lines. I don't see a curve. Like,
Yeah.
I don't see curves that move in a way that is pleasing to the eye.
yeah, the
It's
actual
sections of lines. So this is the main thing, the structure of the thing. So just
But still,
if the structure was played a little more, it would be a little bit more pleasing to look at.
Is Richie crying?
It's a vagina, yeah?
Bro, all right. Shh. I got my wife texting me, telling me to shut my mouth.
About time.
Gabe, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry if I ruined this spot.
This is the reason why I need to have an office.
you're very
I've been in my
Bro, this is the most. Yo, this thing, like, this thing is effective. It does something to me. I look at this and it makes me like physically ill that this is big swollen eye socket in this guy's armpit. It's just like, oh.
That's what
Tina, I love your classiness, by the way.
Yeah, but I don't think that's
I think
enough.
I have to up my game next time with like.
You have to.
Nice
You have to.
No,
You have to.
When I see this eye, what I see is use too much white. I think when you do the realism
Too much white? Did I hear too much white?
Did he say too much white? We have to drink.
Holy shit. They took
Too
away
much
my
wine.
liquor.
Oh yeah, let's drink for
Cheers. Too
too
much
much
wine.
white.
Cheers.
Too much white.
I make
Vamos,
power
chavales.
with the Jack Daniels.
Reggie,
what I'm saying
I'm
is-
jealous of your smoking.
It's amazing how, like, the curvature in the eye. It's like
Not
it's
there.
not in the pupil. I'm talking around the socket. How
Yeah,
it
but
just
broken glass that's flat, and then the eye is curving. Like, what is that? So it's like a scattered contact lens.
broken glass everywhere. People.
That sounds really
Next
good.
The
tattoo.
thing is
Next
excessive
tattoo.
of black instead of
Next
different
tattoo.
gray that makes it.
No, but with the eye, when you do the realism, you know.
Daniel, if you're
You
still
know,
watching, let us know in the chat room so that I put your shit up. But Don, hey, okay, I've got a message here. Don Fett, you here? Yeah, you're here. Okay.
Oh,
You
he's on
told me
that.
to send some pictures. My name is Martin. I'll give both. Enjoy the drink and stay safe. I appreciate that. Okay.
I don't know what you said.
you put them on.
Wash your hands.
Wash your ass.
And stay safe.
I can smell your hands.
I can smell your ass.
You could probably taste it.
Whoa! I didn't say any of those things. Just to be clear, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't see any of the last 7 or 8 statements that have just been made. All right?
Target.
Can you see this?
No.
Oh,
No,
You.
hold on.
we see you looking at it.
No. Sorry. I get the luxury of being a little.
I love it. You can tell who's drunk here and who's smoked here because the Fawn Baker box is so mellow and like so super patient. This is rad. I love
Okay,
it.
so,
Finally,
so
I
Richie,
got tattoo.
you called it, Richie.
Yeah, finally a good
Red
tattoo.
Tree, you're up first. Red Tree.
No, he's got up. No, he's got up. No, you call him.
Okay.
He's got
Come
up.
on. Tear it up. This is Martin.
Finally a good tattoo.
Shut up.
We're not seeing nothing.
I see the tattoo. Fine.
I see it.
You see it now. Red Tree, if you don't see it, you got to click the buttons.
What buttons we have to press?
We got buttons.
Yo, shake it. Just pick it up and shake it.
What? You take what?
No. You got to click buttons.
No. Click the button. The other button.
Ricky, it's good like that. Take it.
Yo, Alec, they hate me here, bro. They hate me.
I'm
They're
just enjoying
texting,
watching you, mate.
they're texting me, shut up, bro. Hey.
So
Nah,
Well, we
I
told you
miss
to shut up
Richie.
and it didn't work, so.
Lior's not feeling
Oh, is that you said that, Fat
what?
This is amazing. I want to do this again. Like, today.
Just carry
like
on.
right after this, we should do another one.
Another one.
When we sleep.
Only
All right, can I just start off by saying whoever has this tattoo has a really nice mustache.
Probably he does, yeah.
Like one of those, like,
Yeah.
right? It goes like this. Would you say it goes like this?
He's a
Would you-
barber.
It's a barber. See, he knows. All right.
Or a barista.
All right, I see that part.
people that travel by air balloon only.
I feel like I'm talking a lot for you guys to say
I don't
something.
know. Solid little.
Wait, please help us. Say something.
Please say something.
What I will say is the line on the bottom lip is it's not actually a line or shade. So it's supposed to be an old school tattoo, which is focused on like this, the most information with simplicity. So the line work is important.
Benjamin, come closer to the microphone.
The line,
Ben, closer to the mic.
Hey, talk to the mic.
Ben, closer to the mic.
I can hear him just fine.
Yeah, we can hear you like twice as loud as anybody else.
If it's an old school tattoo, it's about the most information with the least amount of work, right?
Yeah.
The lines on the bottom of the mouth, it's not really a line or a shade. And then the parallel lines coming out of the head, they're not really even lines, you know. So if you're trying to say a lot with a little, it's these two things are a little weird. The bottom of the lip and the way the lines are when they curve.
What are you doing to that panda?
I don't know.
You know, the face, I can recognize the face, it says something, but I just don't like the bottom lip. Because it's not shade or line, it's somewhere in between. So I think they need to make a decision. And I don't like the inconsistency of the lines on the top of the head. But the face, the face has a feeling of a face.
The face, like eyes.
I think it's the best
nose.
face we've seen today.
I mean,
All right, I hear you. It's a little inconsistent. It's a little consistent, but it's artsy. It's vibey. It gives you that feel of like craftsmanship, if you will.
But you can't hold this shit with tattoos. Like in art school, you can say like, my grandma died and I couldn't make a line. But with tattooing, if you can't make a line, you can't walk the way out. You know, like those are not even lines.
I
So
don't.
make it a line.
I meant the dots. I didn't mean the lines, but
Come on.
This tattoo makes me think of like the face is old school and I like it. It has charm and everything and it's well done. The mouth in the background makes me think of the flying circus, kind of,
Which is even better, yeah?
I mean, I like it, but it's like the 70s kind of vibe to it. I don't know, it's a confused tattoo, but I do kind of like it though.
I like weird tattoos, but I think that if you're gonna just base it on a line, you should be able to make a better line.
True.
Are you saying lion or lion?
This is a mixing between
Lions.
Nothing else?
Lions.
You had it right.
No.
I can't see any lions.
Like,
Richie,
I don't know what you like.
No, it needs a better line. Richie, stop
Richie,
pissing off
you
your
need
family.
to talk. You need to calm down.
But
Okay, I think this tattoo is between like one good composition about old school tattoo and
Spring rolls? No.
Rolling Stone.
everything, whatever.
Okay, drink every time a family member gets pissed off.
Let's drink for Richie.
Wait, whose family got pissed off? Oh shit.
Like, seriously, this is the reason why I need that.
Drink some white ice.
Do you have a divorce show tomorrow, like a divorce critique tomorrow?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Holy shit, there's a critique relationship.
Yeah, I'll do that with tomorrow. Where it went wrong, critique?
maybe like a photo would be good now.
Okay, another photo? Yeah.
Wait.
I just wanted to say hi to everyone before my wife gets pissed off at me.
Go back to pool.
I need to go to my wife.
Cheers, fan.
Why?
Thank
She's
you.
gonna hate me.
Make sex.
We're watching Walking Dead and eating curry.
Oh my
Yo,
God.
shout out to my man Guy Aitchison, bro. You look great, bro.
You should make a sex, man, not to do what on the movie.
Visa fitan or the popcorn.
I'll see you later, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah, don't watch Walking Dead. Watch
The fan.
Kingdom.
Walking,
That Korean one.
I think Walking Dead
Yeah, I'll watch
is
that one
about
too.
your small things, no?
He's like, whatever, drunkie.
Walking Dead.
You drunk motherfuckers.
Yeah, you saw that. You walked into the wrong party, Poppy.
Yeah, too late to the party.
Yeah, we love you though.
We love you. Love.
Ciao. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Now,
Okay.
Cheers!
Cheers coming up.
But with Lior, but
Here we go.
okay. Is there any other photo of it? Because that's kind
Wait.
of off.
No, this is the photo we get of it.
you.
Yeah.
I really love the diamonds, like those little golden diamonds.
The tiles on the floor are really good.
This is a photo from a customer or from the artist?
This is from Nair P. They sent 12 attachments. Okay, so I don't know. So I don't want to be liable for this shit, but
What do you mean liable? Like, what does that mean? Before we say anything, if you ain't sure, how can we be sure? Whoa, everybody, shh.
okay.
It's
To
really,
be clear,
it's really
I
hard
have
to
not cleared this
critique
through any lawyers.
because of the
Oh, I'm done. I'm done.
How long has this person been tattooing, first of all? How long has it been tattooing?
Anyway, very nice lion. Look at the hair.
Let's look at the head.
Oh shit!
Whoever made this tattoo, like, you need to understand what you're doing in each part.
Explain the customer.
Yo, shut my shit up, bro.
When you start tattooing, you got to be around people that are better than you, so you can get some advice on what which thing does what. You know, you're never gonna learn it on your own. You gotta be around people who are better than you because you don't know the answer. You gotta look at somebody else on the I see what you're saying. There's no one tattoo, to be completely honest.
Please do about. Thank you.
Benjamin.
There needs to be.
Benjamin, come close.
Richie, it's great that you're laughing.
It's like on the background, you know, like on a movie.
Benjamin, it's really hard to hear what you're saying.
Okay, thank you.
Richie, I'm fucking muting you so you don't overpower everybody.
Okay, what I'm saying is when you start tattooing,
perfect.
It's important to be around people who are better than you so that you can understand some aspects of art and not think that you have the answers. And you need someone to guide you in each part of the tattoo.
Yes.
And I see this tattoo with someone who probably could draw on paper, but tattooing they really don't know because they're not listening to anyone. You need to listen to someone who tells you about line balance, about the way it moves, the way shading is done. And so maybe you can do something on paper, but you need to have some elders to correct you in precision and flow. And there is no one part of this tattoo that's rendered well. Like I get the idea of the drawing, but the line sucks. You know, like learn how to make the line.
Benjamin, I have one question for you.
Yeah.
You drink water?
What?
You drink water?
I should. You guys talk.
You are so serious, you know.
Ben, you're doing great.
Next tattoo, come on.
Next tattoo, okay. Same person. Or same person.
I have to say, there is one thing I like about this though. There's a difference between the creature, like the bird thingy, and the movement underneath it, which is like they're trying to make a different vibe.
Come on, you are so nice. Come on.
I'm so sorry.
I love.
This is the fucking picture from Pinterest, and
yeah,
he's
probably
not able to make that fucking tattoo. This is the truth. It's maximum 1 year old in this.
Like the tattoo is not like one big wing and one small. Like
exactly.
Like you know.
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna George Zaharia. They say, "Hey guys, sorry for the first email. Got better pics of in this one. Be kind." Oh shit! They said be kind. So
it's lovely.
They need to finish their drink, and that's just. But they've only been doing this shit for 3 years. Not this tattoo. The tattoo that I'm putting up next.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So
No?
the thing to focus on is the line work and the movement of the line work.
Oh, it's the same fucking tattoo.
Again.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're
he
asking
sent
to
it
be
in.
kind, and I'll be kind. And this is a kind way of saying it, is that you need to look at the way that your lines move in relation to the other lines. You can't just put something on there and it's cool, because it's not. You have to focus on the whole piece and the way each part is nice and it relates to each part of the other
Exactly.
tattoo. So the concept itself is not good enough alone.
But still,
You guys take it.
But we've seen this tattoo already, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, but he wanted another opinion, I guess.
You can still see.
Nope, first time.
No, it's the same tattoo. I'm just trying my best to fucking salvage that shit. Sorry.
But still, like the concept of like the broken glass still comes across. Like it's.
But
easy.
why are we seeing this again?
I don't know, because I'm fucked up. Sorry.
Because you are fucked up.
My bad.
I think the guy he sent more picture, and you
Yeah,
lost.
they're watching in the chat room. And
What do you think, Kosti?
Oh no!
I don't think nothing.
this is Andreas.
And I watch.
Somewhere.
Jannicke, that's your.
I'm sorry, I can't pronounce foreign languages. But
Jannicke.
I love traveling and going everywhere. So please don't.
It looks like
Feel like I've seen.
Viking tattoo.
Jannicke, you made this.
Yes.
Andreas Sommer.
I was right. It's to be like Viking tattoos.
Jannicke,
Yes.
talk.
It's wood carving Viking style tattoos. It's what I do.
Yeah, this is your tattoo.
Very well.
The floor is yours.
It's different. It's cats. It's different gods and myth from the Norse mythology. The three women are Norns. That makes the faith of man. And the cats and Freya is on the background. The goddess Freya is on the background, or the back of the thigh, rather.
That looks nice, yeah? Nice composition.
On the inside, is that from somewhere?
Yes.
So it's
From somewhere.
that's Freya with her cats, and she
No,
has.
that little.
She's
like,
holding
little-
her falcon dress, which
Yeah.
makes her magically turn into falcon to a falcon.
Yeah.
And then it's Yggdrasil with the eagle and the falcon on it. And then I've done the whole thing, but we're not completely done with it. I need
How
to
many
make more
seconds?
contrast on the stone part on the leg.
Yeah. How many sessions?
Oh, it takes a long time. I don't know. I have no idea how many sessions. The thigh itself, maybe 4 or 5. The
This is
cats
a great
are
tattoo.
loosely based on the findings of the
It's very solid. It's good.
like
You're
the
blind.
wagon on the Oseberg ship. Those wagons there with lots of cats on it. It's beautiful.
You're from Norway?
Yes.
Nice. I need to visit the Norway.
Come visit our shop. It's in
Uh-huh,
Bergen.
thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much.
The convention that usually is in May, not this year, but that usually is in May, is really, really nice. It's small, but it's really, really good.
Small, good.
Small, what's it mean? How many artists?
It's amazing. It's a really good convention.
Yeah, it depends. It's like 50, 60. He
Uh-huh.
uppens the game every year. But he
Uh-huh.
makes sure to take care of everyone every year. And we're not the biggest town. I mean, we're pretending to be about
You made a convention.
70,000.
You made the convention.
No,
No.
but she made a black metal tattoo convention though.
Black
Yes.
metal.
I have
2015.
I've never
It was-
been to Bergen.
I need to show you something, guys.
That's
The
really,
black
really
metal conventions.
Jannicke made it. She did it. It was amazing.
That tattoo's
That
great.
was the mama of the the black metal convention. It only happened once. It was with black metal bands and black metal tattoo artists and everything in between, pretty much.
Cool.
Lior got me the T-shirt.
This is one of my last vinyl.
Yeah, okay.
I'm the only one who drank, Gabe. There's no way everybody was drinking like me.
Come on,
I'm sure no one's drinking.
I want you to know I'm gonna ride my mute button. I'm gonna ride the mute button. All right, here we go. Peace out.
What?
If you just
Look here what I have.
turn the volume down by 30%, I think it's just your mic, Rich. I'm sure it's just your mic.
Yeah.
We love you, Rich.
Noise canceling on, so he doesn't realize. Or...
Rich, we love you.
Yes, we do.
Cheers.
Fawn, your mic's off too.
And
go.
Lior's outside being sick, so.
Oh no! Again?
Then you got to be Lior, Trina.
You have
no,
to, Tina, you have to hold.
I don't know
his
whether
hair.
it's a good thing or a bad thing, but
That's like true love.
drunk critique does tend to put one person sober and one person puking. And like 10 people ask if they could do a fucking weed version. 20 people ask if they could do a fucking mushroom version.
What if you don't even ask?
Dude, you're all killing me. I've been trying for a fucking week. I actually am, by common law, now a non-smoker. I don't smoke weed anymore.
I think a mushroom version would be.
A mushroom version would be amazing.
We're doing a mushroom version.
Yeah, but then I'd be making your T-shirt.
I have like just enough to.
Come on, let's step it up. Let's do a heroin version, bro. Let's step it up, bro. Let's step it up. Like do like 5 bundles, Papi. Yo, Papi, I got you like 5 bundles.
I think you have my computer. You want one more?
Oh, Mr. Stream is back.
Richie, you have officially gone over the line. We tried
There
to
you go.
be positive. We want to do drugs that won't kill you.
Good point.
Just if anybody here cares, the Doing Drugs Together But Apart.com is available.
What?
Doing Drugs Together But Apart.com is available.
Is that like a delivery service? Do they deliver buds?
No, I think it's that you hang out online, yeah, to do drugs or something.
Sorry, I'm gonna.
Or maybe you hang out not to do drugs, bro.
This is drunk critique, not fucking.
You can still go out.
Can you connect like Uber Eats to this feed and we can just like order something?
I wish.
Can you order us some Uber Eats, bro?
I wish we could order.
Like everybody would get a package. That'd be rad.
I have the Uber Eats here.
What is Uber Eats? What are you eating, my friend?
Daniel, I hope you're still watching.
You're rolling fucking muggy.
No, I want like a Big Mac, bro, or something.
Dana, is Lior okay?
Yeah, he just,
Big Mac make you fat.
like he's outside getting some.
Make you Mr. Fat and make Mr. Fat get trim.
Hold on. Benjamin, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good. I'm very good.
Are you annoyed by our antics?
I think that with the weed making,
Hey, Fawn.
I've never been annoyed. I'm
Yes, we are.
Good.
I'm not annoyed. No, I'm having a good time.
Awesome. It's important. It's important.
And it hit you a little hard, but it was nothing personal.
You are very I didn't even feel it, bro. I'm an only child syndrome. I'm not even sensitive. I don't cry alone.
Good.
I don't cry alone in dark rooms. Don't worry, buddy.
I'm great. I'll come to New York, and do what you said earlier.
Yeah, bro. We're gonna hook up, bro. What happened to the other dude? Where'd he go?
He's a New Yorker. He's on your team.
Yeah, but he's like exiled in some country, I think.
Denmark. He's
Yeah.
not exiled. He's living there with the awesome.
No, I was joking. I'm sorry. It was just like levity. I didn't really mean he was exiled.
So like exile and you hate European people. Is there anything else you can get out?
What? Who said any of that?
I will. I hate European people.
Oh, thank God, because I didn't say that. Benjamin Moss said that. MOSS.
Yeah.
Benjamin, be nice.
Anyway, do we have more tattoos to look at or not?
Do we
Yes,
have any more tattoos?
there's a couple more coming. This is Daniel, who's working at Darkside Tattoo, I believe. Shop I came up with and stuff.
Where is that?
It's coming. Darkside. I like fucking when I was just out of high school. Fucking, this is my start. Daniel's working with the fellow that started the.
Mr. Slim, where is the fucking pig mask?
There's no pig mask anymore.
No?
Okay, we got some fucking tattoos that look like tattoos.
I don't know what I did with it.
Very tattoo.
It's very cute.
I like it.
It is what it is.
Very weird.
It's clean. It's nice.
That's nice.
It's
But imagine.
This is
Daniel
true,
Adams.
very clean. The artist, he clean very good the skin. Maybe he used the fucking Richie's product.
hey, guy, take it easy, guy.
Come on. This is fucking true. Look at the lines.
It's very clean, buddy.
Yeah, true.
Those 5 little white dots. It's pretty.
Mr. Slim. Hey, Mr. Flat. Mr. Flat.
¿Qué pasa?
¿Qué pasa? Cabrón. Look at the fucking lines.
¿Qué te pasa a ti?
I look at the lines and I think,
¿Qué te pasa a ti? He said, bro. Bro, this dude was mad. He's like, ¿qué te pasa a ti, bro?
Puto conchudo rumano.
Wow, claro que te querés, papi.
So, like, how long is this usually?
Look at the fucking face of the dragon.
Is it like dying?
You're not gonna get me again, buddy. You're not gonna get me again.
Look, where is the flame? Go back, go a big like that. Where is the flame? Where is the fucking belly of the dragon?
I mean,
Go big.
this tattoo is
Smaller, Gabe, smaller. Gabe,
No,
smaller.
Oh, okay.
No, bigger. Bigger, man. Look, where's the flame? Where's the fucking belly?
Come on, Gabe.
I don't want any flame.
Is he?
when I was starting, I worked with a Japanese guy, and he was always on about each part balances with the next part. So I think if you're going to make a nice line like this, you have to pay attention to the curve of this line.
True.
Balances with the other lines in the tattoo.
and the majesty.
The majesty of the dragon, yes. So if you're going to make a line work tattoo, pay attention to how all the lines interact with all the other lines. And so
No.
maybe it's,
Let's pretend he tried to make
the line for me is uneven. And I say these things because I'm critical of myself, you know. So I
know. I told you drink water.
But I think that the line might be nice, but the line does not move nicely.
Come on, show me one line here. Good line here.
Done this way.
Show me one.
I see many good lines there.
But like technically,
Where?
it's done
Better than the ones I do, for sure.
I've seen you do better.
No, you haven't.
Are you guys still drinking?
No.
Though?
Of
Yes,
course.
I am.
You drink.
Yes.
I think if you're asking the question,
The problem is, let's say he tried to make a combination of old school with some Orientals. Dragon.
What was the question? Is everybody drinking? There's only
Yes.
one way to answer.
Yes.
Yes, we are. Well, somebody's painting there in the background.
We're doing blunts and tiny bong.
Yeah, Red Tree's being reasonable.
Gabe, what the fuck you drink there? Coffee or Coca-Cola?
What is that?
It's a stout.
University.
Ah,
What?
it's a dark beer.
Mm-hmm.
Dark beer. This is for gay people.
It's from a very small bottle, I can see.
You're welcome.
Sorry, in Romania they talk like that.
Super disgusting.
And then they burn them.
I'm still
Often.
behind my beer. Can you believe like every week I'm like, I have my beer.
No, I don't have problem with the gay people. I have a lot of friends, you know. But when I meet them,
You're not helping. You're not helping.
dark beer.
Cut it, Costi, cut it.
I got.
I'm not gay, but my boyfriend is.
So
Say something.
Sorry.
Good luck, Trine.
This is Daniel too.
There-
Again, a good friend
Tina.
who works at a friend shop doing nutrition.
How you doing, Benjamin? You all right, buddy?
I'm good. I'm always good.
Me too.
John Wick.
Me too, buddy.
Good, good.
He's on the.
Just checking in with you, buddy. Just checking.
I'm always good.
He's on the dark side there, and of course it's good.
Yeah, we don't have
Oh, you can see.
How was it, Trine?
it was very hunty.
What?
Like the hunting, like
Yes.
like when you go hunting, you drink like a specific disgusting thing.
Where are you from?
Denmark.
Denmark.
Hunting
Where you from?
just started 2 days
Who are you
ago.
with?
Come on, man. I was in like after 1 hour. I don't meet everybody. Of course, I need to ask where you are. Where you are?
Why don't we do let's do another round of introductions. We'll start with Richie.
I'm Richie. Hi.
Hello, I'm Richie.
Oh my God, Richie, we didn't notice you there.
Jannicke. Wait, no.
Hello.
Heavy metal
Heavy metal.
tattooer.
Well,
Black metal.
kinda black metal, I guess.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. Did I make a faux pas? I didn't mean to say heavy metal when I meant black metal.
No, that's horrible. But
I'm a
yeah,
hippie.
okay.
No, faux pas is French. Black metal is Viking, dude.
But Trine,
Yeah,
one of my dad goes hunting a lot,
yeah.
and one of the first things he taught me when I was 18 was bring 60% proof vodka and just lemonade that is not thinned yet, because
And then-
you'll always find water.
And
If you
then-
go up in the mountain to hunt,
Makes
bring
sense.
the strongest liquor and the strongest something lemonade,
Yeah.
then you'll be good and drunk when
Yeah.
it gets there.
Like the lemonade eliminates the horrible taste of the Oh.
I have a bad news for you guys from Norway.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, I have here like Palinka 72%
Oh God,
proof.
I've been there, done that.
Like
Yeah,
the,
me too.
I
I know.
don't need to do
I know.
it again.
I know Palinka from fucking Romania.
well,
Yeah, best.
You go crazy.
Any guy that always drink this plum liquor.
And I have 10 liters of 72%.
Fuck that shit, dude.
I
Man,
love it. I love it. The dudes from Red Tree are like, whatever. You guys are so rad. I'm watching you guys to pull back. I'm watching you guys to pull back.
Yeah, you're not
Like-
screaming anymore.
No, I was never.
like when we
Dude.
go here, 50.
Yeah, we'll bong rip. I'm so drunk.
So we're like 4 blunts
3
deep
weeks
though over here. I mean, we're fucking.
Yeah, we are, dude.
I'm pretty deep. I started out with clean water. It's black now.
You know, we should have the water change too.
We have more tattoos in it.
Yeah, we have more tattoos. Yes.
Yes, great.
What shoes?
Business.
Have you
So-
seen a scorpion?
so-
Did I fuck up the scorpion?
here is 72.
What is he doing?
No, roll.
You want to? If I drink one shot of this, I go to sleep.
Looks like peanut oil.
All right,
Then go on.
one more drink with Costi, and then he's got to tap out like a what's it?
No,
Oh,
I'm
he's,
with Jack Daniels. Still with Jack Daniels. If you want, I can drink a bit of this.
Do it.
Yes, go on. Yes, yes, we do.
You're not,
Want.
you're not leaving.
Yeah. Palinka with 72.
Vamos, dale. Yes.
Okay, motherfuckers.
Yes. Do it.
Yes, please. Someone else needs to take the reins because
Leo just came back now. He's in the kitchen, so he's alive.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Well, I think this.
What are we doing?
We're eating the scorpion. Maybe.
Oh, scorpion. Okay.
Don't show me the scorpion.
At least we're not chasing the dragon.
Hey.
No.
Maybe we should.
No drugs.
I got some aluminum foil.
Hey. Cheers, guys.
Venga, Palinka, dale.
Palinka, 72.
Dale, muchacho.
Norok.
Costi.
Hello.
Muy bien. Apa.
Fantastic.
Te han puesto Macareno, cabrón. Hostia.
Okay.
Why you made this for me? One moment.
Okay. Anyway.
Puto idiota.
Shit.
Richie, next time when I see you, I give you this.
Okay.
That's it. Pat, he know?
I know it, yeah.
Babe, he know?
I know it from the first Romania convention, from the first Transylvania convention, sorry.
Yeah?
With Castor.
Ah, with Castor. Oh my God, yeah. True.
But he was in Oslo as well, I think, with this stuff.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay. More
I think also in Romania, a lot of this shit.
What happened with that tattoo we're supposed to look at, though?
Yes.
Benjamin, you drink in Romania this.
Hey, Gabe.
I love Romania.
Show us a tattoo, Gabe.
Okay, I'm going to show you a tattoo, and then I really do have to go hit the can.
Let's speak
Oh,
about
just you? You don't think?
I'm sure everyone has to hit the can, and at some point we'll have a musical interlude, maybe a DJ. But right now, I'm just going to fucking go.
So cool.
That's nicely done.
Perfect. Next.
It has the right amount.
I love the face on this one. I'm not being sarcastic.
Perfect. Next.
No, seriously.
I really like the background.
No, what? Shut the fuck up. This is very good. This is
No, I
amazing.
really like it.
Looks
Come
great.
on.
What are the odds this collector?
You only like realistic tattoos. This is amazing.
The right.
This is amazing.
That right clipper.
Oh,
That line.
so I have also something.
That's the only spot.
Well, it has the right.
It's a tattoo. It's supposed to be silly. I like it.
He got edited.
Oh, that's exactly what that is. That was a little edit.
That was great. He got cut. Look at this. Look at
Benjamin, do something.
Say something.
This is a rad tattoo.
This is amazing. It's the best tattoo we've seen today.
Come
Oh,
on.
that alien.
He does his job.
I don't know about that. His face looks like the lobster dude from Futurama.
Exactly. That's what I was
Actually,
thinking.
the eyes look like a lobster.
Yeah, that's him. Lobster. He's like a Jewish lobster guy on Futurama.
Jewish?
Yeah, he's got like a Jewish, like an accent. I can say that I'm Jewish, bro. It's all right.
Zoidberg.
Don't
Yeah,
get
you are-
nervous. Zoidberg.
You are everything. You are
Zoidberg.
Jewish. You are so-
Papi, I'm a Puerto Rican Cuban Jew. Don't be jealous, Papi. I'm sorry you're only Spanish. I'm sorry for you, Papi. Put your pig mask on. You're okay, Papi.
She's bad.
Actually, this tattoo looks like me when I go in South America. All the time I'm red, After 1 day of the beach, when I go out of the beach, I'm red like that. And
So whatever they wanted to do with this tattoo, they did it. So
What?
whatever they wanted to do with this tattoo, they did it.
Yeah, this is beautiful. That mustard color, it's red.
Like those.
It's really old school tattoo.
What
It's
if
not real old school. It's more new school, but
No.
Yeah, it's like Neo. It's Neo. It's not the.
Neo, this is good. He don't have white inside. This is more close with the old school.
And plenty of black outlines. I know we all love black.
Really
I
good
like it.
outline.
It's a tattoo.
Yeah, this is rad.
stories?
Yeah.
Like a tattoo. Looks like a
best
cool-
one today.
You don't see my ass.
No, not really. I'm good.
Yes.
I like it. It's nice and symmetric. It plays with your eye. It's nice. It's nice to look at. Your eye likes this tattoo.
You talk about my ass?
No, your eye. Your eye. Your eye. Your brown eye. Your brown eye.
It's winking.
Yes. It's pulsing. Pulsing. I don't know what winking.
Yeah, next one.
Next one.
Anyone.
Get this tattoo out of my sight.
Bro,
Yeah, we like-
Benjamin, say
we like-
something. Benjamin, you are alive?
I'm always alive.
Ah, good. You drink water or what?
No, never. Maybe I should.
You know, you look like a drink of beer or maybe water. You are not so serious, you know.
Kosti, I think you need another shot of palinka.
No, please.
Yeah. Who wants Kosti to drink another palinka?
No, please. Don't do it.
Votes up. Hands up. Who wants another palinka from Kosti? We win. Kosti, sorry, you need another one.
Oh my God.
All right, Gabe, 10 more minutes of this. How long does this go? Is this like Woodstock? Is this for the next 3 days?
It goes on until anybody says they want to stop. If
Come
you
on.
want to bail, then you can
Richie,
bail anytime.
I
I know.
go-
Richie's gone.
No. I mean, like, I got to check into a detox, like, immediately.
Come on.
Like a rehab, some kind of Betty Ford.
What time they close?
That's what I'm saying.
It's a fucking quarantine. They doesn't work.
It's 24 hours, bro.
So then you're not in a rush.
This is near P.
This is the same tattoo.
No, yeah, this is the same tattoo, yeah, but near P is coming up. Near P.
There, P.
Back with it.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God. Very nice salad.
Very cool.
I kind of like this one, actually.
What?
I kind of like it.
Why?
I don't know, I like it.
Because
You are
Something
big?
you see from 10 meters away and you know what it is. I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, seriously.
Ah, I was scared. You don't like it.
No, I,
But this, of course, it still looks fine from a distance, but that flower.
Gabe, I will kill you.
you what?
Oh, yeah.
He said he would kill you.
Yeah, you
I don't want to die.
which is Malacca. Because they don't give a fuck. They don't drink. They don't do nothing.
Flower.
hey, drink another palinka, Kosti.
Yeah,
Malaga's back.
I'm
Less.
not drinking.
nobody drink here. You put me, hey, Kosi, come here. Everybody drink. Will be fun. Motherfuckers, they don't drink.
I think that, yeah.
Everybody, you know.
I don't think Richie's drinking enough. Time to finish your drink, Richie.
I drank it all.
Ask your wife for more.
I drank. My wife is. She's like, bro. She's gonna divorce me. This is the worst career decision I ever made in my whole entire life. COVID has ruined me. Gabe Ripley has ruined me. I'm looking for a job. If you need like a shop manager or like somebody to stack your hustle butter,
Richie,
I'm available.
Richie,
Yes, papi. Dime.
I think this tattoo needs more saturation.
Contrast.
And more outline.
It looks like a skull on a head of cabbage, papi. Some kale. It looks like it's some kale.
Exactly. No,
But kale is healthy.
We're good.
no. My wife all the time when I go to the market, hey, buy some Chinese
Bok choy. Bok choy.
Cabbage.
Look like that.
Can we
Like
zoom in
cabbage.
on the tattoo?
Zoom in,
Yes.
zoom out,
Hey,
zoom in, zoom out.
I'll zoom in.
Hey, I go to the.
You think this is Photoshop at all?
I give you a good view.
I like that. I like that speckled little shading they got there. That pepper shading, if you will. I wouldn't call it shading. I would call it more like dotting. Little dotting going on there. There's no,
The whole tattoo.
Which I'm
Very
gonna
deliberate.
on here, you know.
Whatever. This is the best shit this is the most fun I ever had.
Holy shit! Then you need help.
No, like this whole COVID. This was really fun. This was fun.
I appreciate it. Thank you for coming on.
I like the tattoo, but I think that the line balance and the progression of the line balance needs eliminated.
It's like
maybe it needs more weight in some places, right?
Yeah, third.
Yeah, but it's really cool. It's a cool tattoo.
It's a cool tattoo, but
I like because it's in the inside of the arm, you know, that you can see from distance, you know.
It's not, Papi. That's the side of the head, Papi. That's
No.
not.
I am so glad that you're here.
so I will say I like the
I've been
tattoo.
a big fan of yours. I appreciate
cool, but I think that
I'm a
there's this.
fanboy for a second.
Sorry, what?
I'm
I
done
like-
fanboying. Sorry, missed it.
I like the tattoo. I like the basic simplicity of the tattoo, but I also think that there's this, and this sounds really picky, but I think if you got to look at this Fibonacci spiral and the progression of the way the line moves with the next line.
Uh-huh.
So you pay
Yeah,
attention,
especially in this kind of flowers, right?
the flow, like the one line next to the next line to the next line. You need attention to these things. So although I like the whole tattoo, if they really want to critique to go further, they got to pay attention to the way that one line progresses to the next line, the curve of this
Also-
line to the next line.
I feel
Probably
like
some weight in the lips, you know. The lips in the bottom, you know, this could have a little bit of darker shadow or something, you know. Some dots on these lines in the bottom, probably, and these lips on the bottom. Sorry.
The lips?
I like the skull. The skull is fine with me.
The leaves, not the lips.
The
He
lips,
said
sorry, yeah,
leaves.
the lips. Sorry, I mean the lips. The lips on the bottom, they need maybe some weight.
I don't think so.
I think this tattoo needs some more tequila.
I feel like one of the things that I always like to find when
That's
I'm
costume.
or like ornamental work is you want to.
Oh, sorry, Fawn. Everyone, shut the fuck up. Red Tree
Yeah,
has
Fawn,
something to
tell
say.
us.
Fawn has something to say.
You want to give your flowers the impression that they're moving. You know what I mean? You don't want your flowers or your work or your ornament.
Come on, you can hear you.
You want the flower to look like it's actually
I
like
can hear you scream.
well, like that. So if you shoot for like achieving motion, then it's going to give movement to the whole piece. It won't look like this flowery thing, separate whole thing. It'll start like the eye.
He's absolutely right. It's the
This is
balance.
true.
of the
It's
line.
very right.
Okay, that's it. I'm talking now. Somebody else can take over.
No, you're correct.
Thank you very
Jordan.
much.
Good point.
Let's
I think there's
let's
too
wait for this.
many lines. Way too many lines.
Fawn, I think you need to get closer to the mic because it's hard to hear you.
Jordan, you need to get closer to the mic.
I told you.
That I think there's too many lines. And those leaves at the bottom could have been darker, could have been shaded in or something, as opposed to just being a ton more lines that blend right into the rest of the petals.
So maybe the lines of the outlines should be a tiny bit thicker.
I think
than
a
the
lot
lines inside the petals and inside the leaves. So
Come on, this is nice flower.
variation in
The
line.
problem is with the fucking skull.
the skull, a flow.
It's nothing to do with the fucking flower. It's something different. Different part of the world.
Nice sombrero, dude.
No, what is wrong with the tattoo is the first section out
Thank
from
you.
the
From
center.
Mexico.
Uh,
Mexico, my
I can't
friend.
see the skull because I like
It's awesome,
Copy,
man.
you're completely talking over Ben. You could talk after Ben.
From the center, it's just not in a natural progression, you know. And if you're going to have a tattoo based on line work, you have to pay attention to the way that each line moves from the next. So they don't move well next to each other, I think.
You are so true.
I think that was Fawn's point.
But you prove me. You drink again just the water.
Here it is, Mizu. Kampai.
No, the problem with this tattoo, like Benjamin say, like flower look like from Japanese old school painting, you know, and the skull is from the new generation, like that work, you know.
Well, that's
When you-
all okay.
When,
It's all
when
okay
you
as long as
combine
it moves well.
two different design, you must look.
Who's here still?
careful. What?
Who's here? I was away for 2 minutes. Who's here?
Oh, let me bring us all together here for a drink. It sounds like
We're here.
Who?
Jordan, I'm here. Red Tree.
Okay, we have Costi. Yeah, Jannicke. Wait, who was asking? I forgot. Oh, Trine was asking.
Jannicke.
Sorry.
So Jannicke is here. I'm here. Trine is here. Benjamin
We're the
is
same
here.
team,
Sarah's
motherfucker.
here.
You get
Pat
one
is
for
here.
one.
Jordan is here. Fawn is here. And Richie is still here, luckily with the mic off.
Luckily.
I mean, we can hear each other because this mic is off.
I'm Costi from Romania, Bucharest, and I drink the fucking Mexican drink.
Love you, Maria, by the way.
Richie, turn your mic on.
It is on.
There it
Now.
Ooh, hello, Richie.
Hello.
Cabrón.
Hola.
¿Qué pasa, mi amor?
¿Cómo está la tic?
Hello, Papa.
All right. Take it easy, puppy. Who ordered the pizza? Who ordered pizza?
Oh, dude, I fucking want a pizza so fucking bad right now.
You mean you didn't order yet? You guys didn't order pizza?
No,
The Red Tree? I thought the Red Tree people were in charge of ordering the
Well,
food.
it's Ohio. Columbus doesn't have fucking pizza, dude.
I feel that the people at Red Tree wouldn't eat a pizza. They would eat a falafel.
Nah, we're meat eaters, man.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
That shit, I ain't no fucking vegetarian.
All right, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Dude,
My-
why are you wearing gert?
I'm just saying, most. Okay, listen to me.
Red Tree is vegetarian. That was crazy.
Most bioorganic artists. I mean, it's safe to say you're either not vegan, vegetarian. You wouldn't say that?
Dreadlocks. A lot of people with
There's a
dreadlocks are
stereotype.
vegan too.
I didn't even go with dreadlocks because I had dreadlocks. My wife just didn't like how I kept them, so they smelled a little bit, so I had to cut them off. But I was always a meat eater. Maybe that's why my dreadlocks smelled.
I eat meat.
They don't use.
Oh, can't go without cheese,
I had
man.
dreadlocks for 10 years. I cut those things off too.
What?
I ate meat the whole fucking time.
He said he had dreadlocks for 10 years and he cut them off too.
Come on.
Where is
I'm
Lear?
vegetarian also, and I really like
Yours puking.
barbecue with very, very black Angus, you know, like,
I love black Angus.
oh my God.
Yeah, so Lior is
Burger.
feeling a little.
Is he better or worse?
He's.
Not good, and you're eating a creamsicle.
I tried to give him a popsicle, and no,
What?
he did not want the popsicle. Then
Yo,
like different kinds of drinks.
yo, Costi's the best. Gabe, are you getting like screenshots of this motley crew here, bro?
No, I'm not. But
You're a big mistake. Big mistake. This is a fucking. This is a Christmas card here, bro.
I know it is. Oh, wait.
Holy shit! Missed opportunity.
I don't
Oh,
know
my-
what I look like. Me,
Not
and-
working. Oh wait, it is working.
The ginger and the sombrero's the best.
Okay. I was.
I bring it from Venezuela.
Oh,
Oh!
like a. Yeah.
All right, you're good though. They're good. Everybody's okay,
But he's okay.
Good. We're
except for Leor.
Still here.
He's not good.
Where's Leor? Get Leor on here. We gotta do it. So wait, this is how you do virtual selfies. Where's Leor? No, Trine.
Where is Leon and where is Hernandez?
Train wreck.
Trine.
Trine, can you get Leor to get on the camera?
No.
Camera. Can you go to camera?
He is. He's guarding the toilet.
Okay.
The porcelain god.
My first
you
question
learn
to this
nothing
is: are the
from
people
last
watching
time?
drinking? Because if you're drinking,
Destroyed
not
nothing.
drinking, and watching people drinking, it sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of
Another
people
tattoo.
seem to dig.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I'd be drinking if I had some fucking liquor with me right now.
This is cool. This is awesome.
Red Tree.
Impromptu.
You both have a party foul and are on the right path.
Like this
Drink actually. I used to drink, but I don't anymore. But today,
It's
I've seen
better
you
not
drink. I've seen you drink.
I don't drink much.
I don't drink anymore.
Zoom. Can we get a little zoom? Can we get a little zoom?
No, I don't want to zoom.
Right.
I want to zoom.
No rides
Oh
home.
my god, I would probably
Sleep on our tattoo station.
Trine, did you eat ice cream?
Depends though. We probably would get really drunk.
All right, zoom out, buddy.
Oh,
Zoom out.
come on. This is from near P again. Wait. This has been emailed from near P, so if this is not their tattoo or on them.
What?
Is there
So, yeah, I will say this. I have the same issue with this tattoo as the last tattoo. So I like the face. The face is very good. But if your tattoo is based solely on line work, the balance of each line in relation to the other should count for something. So it's.
I like the elbow though. I like the elbow part.
Line, it's not enough. You have to pay attention to how each line moves and which point that line is coming
And also
from.
the thickness of the line. So
Lines around the B could have been much.
Exactly.
I like the elbow in that one.
Yeah, but this filigree stuff on the bottom, it does not line up with anything in particular except that particular spot.
But her
It
hair
only needs to move from one point where it all radiates from evenly, or else it's not pleasing to the eye. So the face is nice, the horns are nice, but the way that it moves, it doesn't move nicely.
Benjamin.
I'll
is
drink some
it like,
water.
some kind of new school, neo-traditional.
Yeah, I like that stuff. I like those tattoos. But I think that there's this Japanese concept of the way each line moves from the next, which they're missing. You know, like if you're going to make a line or a background, you pick up one radiating source, and you go from that source, and you don't just randomly put lines next to each other. I think.
The line spacing. I mean, you tons of lines that come close to each other that aren't symmetrical, and that's what throws the eye off big time. You know, run right into each other where there should be a big open space.
I don't believe you.
Pick the eye or pick the nose, and all those lines coming out from one nostril. But don't just make them randomly.
I want to give the benefit of the doubt and say it's the photo, but there's just something not right about the one eye.
Oh yeah.
What's on the top?
Gabe, under that pupil. You will.
Gabe, what's on the top of the drawing?
you need some depth, like in the line, with the thick
Hookah.
Yeah, mocha.
and then doing some depth in it with line work.
I think it's the same artist.
That shit's fucked. Sorry.
It's a very simple.
No way.
It's a simple solution. Like if you're making a tattoo like this, just pick the eye or the nipple or the hand. Pick one point that all the lines come from.
Holy shit.
Benjamin, I have one question.
Yeah.
Why all the tattoo you talk about nipples?
Because I make a lot of tattoos of naked women, so it's I have to think about this shit.
You have to live with it, yeah?
No, I know, but it doesn't matter where it is. I'm just saying, like, pick
A lot more people,
one spot
women,
that things are coming from. Like, where is the thing you're looking at, and then make everything radiate from that point. But if you don't do that, it looks like chaos. Maybe it's the hand in this one, so make every line radiate from that hand. Or from her nose, or from something.
I don't know, man. I don't
No,
know.
it's just there's
The nose is.
there's no line weight. It's all one line. It's just like they outlined the whole piece to get it done, and through a little shading is. It's all the same needle.
Pay attention.
Shut up. Go down.
I'll drink.
Yeah, her pupils looking kind of.
Look at the Mexican.
Looks like she drank the worm.
Look at the eyes. Oh
I think she drink palinka.
I am blind. He drinks palinka.
She drank bleach.
Okay. Okay, Gabe. Next.
Next. Okay. We are officially near the end, which means that I'm recycling. But I got some good recycles.
Which means I won't need dialysis. I'll be able to go in the bathroom on my own. Like,
No.
Shut up. Stay there.
Marble.
he's like, this guy. He's the best. Shut up.
Oh shit! Where's fucking?
And be on yourself there. And sit there. Okay? Talk with us. Anyway, you put all
This is
the
from 511 Xena Rug.
What?
What?
Is it me that I don't speak good English, or
I don't see this one.
who's this?
Okay. Next
This
one.
is Xenia Xena, and then R-U with a umlaute.
Okay, some.
Oh, Zeno, you are.
Yes,
It's a Wi-Fi
It's a Wi-Fi password.
password. Yeah.
This is good. Motherfucker.
I like it, and it looks healed. So.
All right, next. Awesome.
Looks like a perfect, but next one.
This is the
Is
tattoos
that-
Costi. This
is
is the
that-
tattoos Costi likes.
For sure, motherfucker.
We're close to the end.
I love you too, Mr. Fat, Slim, Shady, Spanish.
He's back.
Yeah, there's a lot of really tricky
I'm
things.
almost done.
Really nice. On point.
I'm fucking done.
Awesome.
I'm too drunk.
Yeah, it's really cool. The eyes were nice. That little splash of red over that was nice. That was a nice tattoo.
Ooh.
That was a nice tattoo, Gabe, before you ruined it.
I'm sorry I ruined it. I'm happy to hang and fucking talk.
The red tree of homies were vibing on it, and you just like shut them down, dude. That's not cool. That's not cool.
Shut it down. We got serious again.
That's not cool, bro.
Guys, let me roll up another. Okay.
Put up another spliff, homie.
Cheers. What the fuck you drink there?
Number
Cheers, fucking Costi.
tiny bong. And this little thing.
Benjamin, you don't drink too much. I don't know why. And also, Mr.
Jannicke, you were very patient.
I'm done sharing tattoos.
I feel you were, maybe you didn't drink as much. You were very reserved. I hope you had a good time. And it's Gabe's fault for making,
No.
for bringing,
Well,
yeah, totally.
Richie,
like
fuck off.
on the
Not my
serious
fault.
side, really?
This shit is not my
Quite a
fault.
bit.
Hold on, can everybody let her talk? Thank you. Sorry, Jannicke.
On the serious side, I've been drinking quite a bit, but my son is feeling he's 10 years old, and he's not feeling completely fine.
That's lame. Yeah, it's no good. I hear you.
I'm not going to get shit faced when he's like, not really know what he's,
Yeah, I understand. We have two grown adult children. So my wife is the same. My wife won't drink or smoke because she's always worried, God forbid, we have to go to an emergency room. So the plight of a mother, it's appreciated. Well done.
The mothers.
Well,
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Costi.
I love you, wifey. We're drinking the mothers.
I'm coughing like an old sea
We're
captain.
drinking the daughters.
Gabe, Thank you, Gabe. Amazing.
Get in the camera here, family.
That's an
I can say
exciting
hi
look.
to everybody without screaming.
You can say
Isn't that
hi.
amazing?
No, we have to scream.
No, we don't
There's
have to scream.
countries all over the place.
Hi, Richie. That's
We have to
nice.
scream,
Notice
yeah.
how they can still hear you even though you're not yelling at them? That's super cool, right?
All right, we're
Hey,
gonna
Jannicke, I hope your son feels better.
Love you.
What?
I also
Oh.
get to stay at home from school tomorrow, and I get to sleep a little bit longer.
There you go, a little sleep in.
What?
Hi, Iggy. No, sorry, buddy.
And yo, my red tree people, we're gonna smoke up, bro. We're
Catching
gonna
up with a
we're
dog.
gonna smoke up, bro. I'm here. How about you guys?
I can't hear you, but look at him.
Another one up.
Look at his ears. Look at his ears.
Jannicke.
Costi,
Yes.
He's not impressed.
Costi, Pamdala, va a chequearlo, va a esa cabreticos.
Yeah, poquito.
Benjamin, Mr. Moss, it was nice talking with you.
Yeah, definitely. Long time no see, dude.
Yeah, we'll see
He's
each other.
Mr. Wick now.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been
Long
yeah, and I hope to see you guys soon. Hey, Fat.
Tell me what.
Bye,
Where is
buddy.
fucking Leo?
What? Leo is in
Leo.
detox right now. Leo's.
So this is over now, yeah? It's
On
finished?
camera right now.
I don't know. I'm just saying goodbye because it's over for me. I gotta go to the pee-pee.
So fuck it. It's over for me too.
How about
Good night,
it's Thursday for the fucking safety meeting?
What? There's a smoke version of this?
Yeah.
Hey guys, fuck off. I'm leaving.
Good night, everybody. and-
Adios, Pat.
Ciao.
Nice meeting you.
Cannot also. Bye-bye.
Adios.
Peace, guys. Adios. Cheers.
Hi,
Have
Diablo.
fun, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Everybody go out, motherfuckers.
I'm not going, fucking Kasi.
Yeah,
No,
Benjamin.
we're not.
stay
We're not.
here.
We're not leaving here. We're not leaving here.
Uh,
Man,
no, okay, this much.
good to have these hours with you guys.
We have water.
I really enjoy. To be honest, I was not thinking about to drink this night, you know, because it's like last 3 days, all the nights I need to drink.
I wasn't planning on drinking tonight either.
It's Monday.
I was planning on drinking, and then my son just was ill, and then I'm semi drinking.
Yeah. How old are you?
Sorry.
How old are you?
Older than us.
I'm 46.
46.
No, I'm older. I'm older.
Come on, you're the most younger guy.
How old are you?
But my son
Me?
is 10.
Yeah.
So
Me?
How old are you?
Ah,
how old are you?
me?
Yes.
Yeah, you.
Oh my God! Why you ask me this shit?
Because you asked
27.
first, you bastard.
41.
41.
Yeah.
You're the young.
Oh,
you're the young one
one,
here.
you.
Oh my God! Yeah. I have a lot of guests in the last 5 days here in my house. You know, Gabe, my house. And I have a lot of fucking guys, like rock stars and shit like that. And we party like bitches, you know? We don't
Like-
picture on the
like
internet because
castrated?
it's not allowed.
Romania is
to-
fucking amazing. We love Romania.
we not post a picture on the internet because it's not allowed, you know, people to travel in this
Yeah.
fucking COVID side. And today I say, okay, I need to get a rest, you know, because like 3 days party and barbecue and go and sleep like 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, this is the best day to sleep. And Gabe takes me. You wanna Gabe? Oh my God. I need to drink. Okay, I need to drink.
You.
Here is almost 3 o'clock in the morning again.
Yeah.
Buy the ticket, take the ride.
Thank you, though. It's nice that you joined us.
Anyway, it was super cool. I think Gabe, it was this is a second time when I came in, And for me, and I think it was one of the best.
It's very fun. It's a it's fun. Every
Yeah, of
Monday,
course. I
every
am
Tuesday
tired.
morning. It's like,
I
oh,
start to
fuck,
drink
how did this happen?
I start to drink tequila. I start to drink palinka. Of course, it's fun.
No rogue. No rogue.
No, no.
Cheers, you guys.
Italian.
How is the things in Norway? Everything is okay?
Yeah, Norway. We had to close the 12th of March, but we were opening again the 27th of April.
Why?
No, so it's like 6 weeks without tattooing. But Norway, we are so few people that now the contagious number is quite low. So we're back at tattooing. We don't have to wear face masks, but I do anyway. And they cover all the expenses that we lost. So we're quite okay.
That's good.
Benjamin, you are still in Germany, no?
Yeah. Germany is okay. Like my doctor had 2 cases of coronavirus.
2.
Berlin is okay.
Man, I'm so pissed off because I talk with Pancho, who is with the shop in Norway. I talk with Sile Sanda, another artist from Ireland. I talk with another 2 guys from Germany, Köln, and another guy from close with the Frankfurt. And everybody told me like, hey, okay, Pancho, Ado Pancho, take like from government, take like 4,500 euro help.
5,000. 5,000.
And 1,500 per month. This is in Holland. In Germany,
They give you 5,000 euro here.
9,000.
5.
9,000. I hear one shop with one shop with 5 artists, and one shop with 2 artists take like 4,000, something like that.
No, I don't play the game because if I don't want to participate, I don't ask.
Okay, I don't give a shit, you know. And the guy Sile from Ireland take 10,000 euro for the government just because they know they are closed for 3 months.
Yeah, I understand. Like because Romania, the average salary is like 300 one month, something like this.
No,
it's different.
And I push because I talk with my counter, and I push the guys. Hey, I don't want to because everybody they work for me, you know, and everybody how to say we are 8 people who work for me, you know, plus my wife, Maria, 9 people, 9 person, and I say, okay, for next 2 months, please let's do something. I don't want to pay for the government like 2,000 euro per month, you know, the taxes. I put them on the, I don't know how to say in English, like I put them out from the company, the like government pay, you know. What?
Laid them off.
Oh, something like that. Guess what?
Exactly like that.
For each one, I get like $50. The help from the government, man.
Yeah.
With zero money, zero extra, they close my business. They close nothing. They don't give a fuck, man. And they after 1 month, almost 2 months, they give us like 50 euro. Man,
that's insane.
This is insane, man.
Yeah.
I'm so pissed off, you know.
Yeah.
I'm so pissed off. I don't know what to say. I say all the time. I say now. I speak with the guys, you know. To be honest, I pay like every month with my company pay like almost 2,000 euro. You know, guys.
Yeah.
Like to almost 2,000 $500, something like that, per month to the government, and when they need to come back for us, to help us, they give us like big fucking.
It's interesting to talk to you both at the same time because you're from the richest country in Europe and you're from the poorest country in Europe. So
yeah, this is crazy.
Numbers are very different, and the cost of living is very different. I remember going from Norway to Romania and calculating the numbers of both countries and how different it was, and for me, what I realized is as long as we have money for food and we appreciate the things that matter in life and everything else is postponed.
Yeah, Benjamin, but this is like a poor guys think, so I don't know. For us, it was good, because I don't give a fuck about this coronavirus. To be honest, I don't give a fuck about they closed our shop, because after I work in my shop like 2-3 times per weekend, with my close friends, with my old customer. I work with them and I have my money. You understand me?
Of course.
But it's not fair for the regular people,
No.
It is not.
It's not regular. It's not normal because, to be honest, like people in Bucharest, they can win like a normal salary, not medium, not like medium salary, like about like 600 euro per month. Okay, with 600 euro per month, with the prices like still the same like in Germany. Come on.
No, but Romania, everything costs less though as well because there's less taxes. So Romania, the same product costs less.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
If I go in supermarket,
we won't.
The prices is more bigger in that in Germany in supermarket.
Okay.
You understand me? And people need to pay the rent. Then people need to pay the fucking electricity, the days. What the fuck? How the people they survive? I don't give a fuck. I am the fucking tattoo.
Yeah. We're separate.
We are separate.
It's amazing how much the spirit of tattooing can help us all. Clearly, but you guys have been contributing to tattooing, and it's pretty crazy. I appreciate the fact that we could all still connect, right? 100 years ago, if there was a pandemic, then we'd all be fucking, not all, a third of us or 2/3 of us would be literally dying. And we could actually connect, talk, appreciate the fact that tattooing has allowed us to, keep going.
Yeah, this industry. I think he will continue. He will be like keep going. Like Benjamin, like me, like I don't know, like all guys. The guys who have a lot of years on the background. This is not a problem. Even if you work or you will work on the underground. We say have a work. This is not a problem,
Yeah.
But the problem is with the fucking this government,
Yeah, absolutely. I get it.
Me in Romania, I am the president of the Romanian Tattoo Artists. I don't know, Benjamin, if you know this, but I'm with I have on my arms a lot of Romanian artists and professional tattoo artists, and in this situation, everybody come with me with the phones, emails, and ask me, hey, Kosti, what's going on? What we can do, And I get in contact with the United European Tattoo Artists Association, and also with the Tintin from France, and I get in contact with them, and I and they told me like what they think about it, you know. And I was think about. I talked with another artist from Romania, and I make one. How to? I don't know in English. Procedure. I don't know how to say it, but I go in the Romanian help department with one official email from my association, you know, to can work like a regular artist, not like a zombie artist, you know, like face mask, everything, you know, like a stupid,
Appropriately.
you know? Yeah, like in a hospital, you know, and I'm pretty sure they are was happy with my opinion, you know. Protocol tattoo artist work, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Part of the protocol. Yeah.
The protocol.
Yeah.
What is
And
not okay in the studio?
because I know from the with my school and everything with my association, I know the people from the government, and I called them, you know,
Good.
and everybody was cool with this because they are like,
They know you. They know you.
yeah, they know me, but they didn't know how to work with us, you know. What is pissed me off? This is the bullshit. What is pissed me off? Like Andy from Germany. When I take my license to work, I like my shop look like a medical stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And now when they split up, they don't give a fuck about us. We're like Caesar guys. They are. I don't know how to say in English, but the guy who work with the hair, they wear the same. Like
Hairdresser.
hairdresser and
Yeah.
tattoo artist, they are the same. Motherfucker. But when you give me the fucking license to work, you ask me about medical stuff and shit like that. Why don't look at us for this now?
We had a kind of the opposite way. We always work with hygiene, of course. And when Corona started happening, and I was starting thinking, okay, the Norwegian government was reacting a little bit slow, not much slow, but a little bit. And I was thinking, okay, to make them look good, they're going to close the tattoo parlors first. But they closed us together with the hairdressers and a lot of other like.
This is what I told you.
And everything. Yeah, they closed us together with the rest. Of course, we know more about hygiene and cross-contamination than the others.
Totally.
But at the same time, when they closed us together with the other one-to-one services, I wasn't as offended as I thought I would be. And also the hairdressers have a lot more organized unions. So they were kind of fighting the fight. We were kind of just hanging on their back and letting them fight the fight because we were on the same level.
They gave us a very good reason in Germany, which I agreed with, was with tattooing, the client, their immune system is compromised, where if you're getting a haircut, it is not. When you get tattooed, your immune system goes down. I mean, if I tattoo you, for sure, I'm taking you for hours and hours.
Yeah,
your
me
immune
too.
system is lowered.
It's bloody.
I can understand that, and I know now I understand why we're different than hairdressers, because they want the public's immune system to be functioning well. So I could accept that. Now we can tattoo, they can tattoo, but I do understand the distinction now because of this fact about the immune system being compromised.
But now, after we opened, our customers are safer than the people at the hairdresser because we know hygiene.
Yes.
And I can see the hairdressers struggling.
Yes.
As fuck to
And
know
that's
what the
the
fuck
thing,
they're
like when
doing.
we're on the street, we know what to touch and what not to touch, and the regular people don't. So we go out and they've relaxed the rules now, and we see people touching everything. You know, we're trained what we touch, what we don't touch. They're not. So we're freaking out.
But just for the sake of the coronavirus, it's how much air we're all breathing together, eh? Like, obviously, there's so many bloodborne pathogens. You guys got that shit taken care of. With the coronavirus, It's about the air that we're all breathing together. And it's not technically an airborne virus because it's more about the droplets than being an airborne. But if you're spending fucking 6 hours with somebody breathing the same air,
this is bullshit.
But in Norway, they don't.
Yeah, of course. To be honest,
Norway, they don't want
this is
anybody
really
to wear
bullshit.
masks. Like
They try
nobody.
to control us with every fucking.
okay, I'm not saying people are not trying to control us. Clearly, the powers that be always try to control us, and they use everything they can to their advantage. And that, for me, that's the amazing part about this,
Jen,
right?
Sorry, Gabe. Jen, from how long you don't see the cash in your hand?
For me, it was 6 weeks.
Cash? The money cash.
Do you use real money?
Me, probably 2 months. 2 months.
You, Jen.
Me?
Yeah. From how long you don't work with the cash money?
For about 6 weeks.
I have my brother working in Sweden. I push him to work. He's not a tattoo artist or something like that. He worked for the company who build the hotels, and buildings and shit like that. He's the guy who work with take the stuff from the big truck and shit like that. Anyway, and I push him to work in Sweden, like in 8-9 years. He never seen the cash in his hands.
Oh, we do.
Well, Sweden
in that way,
Sweden
we do have some cash.
Outlawed.
at the
Sweden
shop.
cash is outlawed.
But we ask people to just do it by the book with a card. We do see cash once in a while, but that means we have to take the cash, walk to the bank, and put it in, which is bullshit.
This is the fucking real control.
No, Sweden is a cashless society. It's a different system.
Norway is trying to be.
Yeah, Norway is the next one, and Europe will be after the Norway.
No, but Berlin, you can only use cash.
Where?
Berlin is only cash. You can't use credit cards. It's only cash.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
In Bucharest also, we can work with cash and credit card, no problem.
No, we're not used. I mean, we accept cash, and most places have to still accept cash, but.
Yes, but in Norway, if you have over, I think 10 dozen kroners, it's a crime, to have a certain amount of cash.
Anyway, be I don't know, be careful, beware about the new advertising on TV. Look at the guys. We are with us. We are family. We are like pay with cards. All the time they are running like that.
Yeah.
We are working for you guys. Stay home. Stay with the family. Stay with the fucking, I don't know. Stay with your cat.
Next tattoo.
And all the advertising there with the empty street, empty nothing. You are running alone, on the street. Will be like that.
I have to tell you though about the tattoo business in Norway. I guess we're pretty okay because there were two ways of supporting the people that had to close. One of them is they're paying our rent and things that we can't get around, like the bills we can't get around, like rent and electricity and stuff. And us as on a personal level, they'll pay me 80% of what I would have lost compared to last year's salary in April.
This is why I think Norway is the best country that I've been to, because people's basic needs are met, so they're not angry and fighting.
Yeah.
Because they care about people as people. All of you care about people as people. And it's ingrained into your childhood as far as like concepts of ego and who gets what. It's all about taking care of people, and it's a very functional society.
But of course, it's still a right. Like it's turned more right. The politics the last years. So you still have to pay 10,000 on your own, and if it's just 5,000 left of your regular expenses, they're not going to cover it.
Yeah, but if you want to be a surgeon, they're going to pay for it. You know, like if I want to go to the doctor in USA, that's $250.
Oh, dude,
you know,
we're fucked here.
Gabe, I think it's better it's good to talk about this.
America's not about helping each other. That's sad.
America has gone off the charts.
We have Trump as president. We are being led through this, you know, for me, it's the fucked up part, right? So people are fighting each other. And the person that's in charge of our country literally is breeding chaos. It almost seems like his goal. I mean, it is his goal. He's a fucking reality TV star.
He's not leading.
The problem.
That's the problem.
He's a symptom of the problem. And the problem is there's a two-party system, which means if I don't believe in this thing, I'm connected to this party's idea about this thing, which is really reality in the rest of the world. So it's homosexuality versus socialized medicines aren't connected in other countries the way they are in USA, because you have two choices. You know, it's people against each other.
He's not leading. He's separating people, but he's not leading people into anything. Not safety.
It's so clear. It doesn't take. It's not. You don't need to be a rocket scientist. My mantra is we need more science and civics classes.
Yes.
And clearly, it's been it's either deliberate or stupidity, but neither is acceptable.
I feel for you guys so much.
It's a programming that we had in that country, and it was a programming of lies. That this is the richest country. You go to Norway, you see that's not true. The freest country, you go to Holland, you see that's not true. But in America, you're so programmed where all of these things, and when you leave, you realize it's not that way. But there, it's programmed in such a way. This is the way things are. You're this or that, and the rest of the world is fiction. And it's frustrating for me to see.
Always try to let everybody in America at least know that traveling to see the way that other places work is
it's the best thing you can do. It's the best thing you can do to see how other people think, and to go to Norway and see how people like Jannicke think, and this is their reality, and it's shocking to me. Like if I was arrested in Norway, they would not send me to USA because the prisons are cruel and unusual punishment. Where in Norway, they're more based on helping the people become better people. And it's bred to them as children, where in America, it's the bigger person versus the smaller person. And I think that's
I was pretty shocked when I came I went to high school in the States from 89, 90.
Where is from?
My sophomore year. And every day at 9, you had to get up and pledge allegiance to the flag. And that shocked me completely and turned to the American flag.
I wouldn't do it.
No, I didn't know that I didn't have to until 6 months later when people were like, you don't have to pledge allegiance. You're Norwegian. I'm like, okay, I sat down. But it's like, no wonder you're lulled into this weird reality over there where you don't see what's happening or what can actually be happening in the rest of the world.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We celebrate a lack of education, and the science fiction authors are like prophets these days. I read Isaac Asimov, or I listen to the Isaac Asimov when he's just chatting, or like Frank Zappa, talking about the fascist kind of the religious autocrats, and it's just like, holy shit.
But it's a
People
symptom.
understood this. This is not new.
But it's a symptom of the country,
Yeah.
It didn't just happen. He happened because these are like, he's a Freudian thing. Like he plays on the darkest fears of people to hate one another, and he pulls on them to put them on his side. I mean, it's a very base animal instinct that people like just pull on.
Man, like the Facebook these days is out of control. Like I get it, like shit's whack. But when people are like, shit's whack and Trump's awesome, I'm like, no. Whoa. Shit's whack. Trump fucked. Democrats, 3/4 fucked. But like, Trump ain't no good. And no matter. Like, the guy's been an asshole from the very beginning. It's very clear.
He's getting worse and worse, though, and his sons are getting in on it too. I just
where was this
hope
movie?
that he doesn't win the next one. Jesus.
Where was this movie? Have you guys seen this movie, Hyper Normalization?
No.
No.
Watch it. There's a guy, and he made an older movie which was amazing. It was something about psychology and about marketing, and what's his name? The American nephew of Freud, who put Freudian psychology into marketing to say, like, I'm empty without this product. Edward Bernays. So I'm empty without this product. You need to buy this product to be whole. He made a new documentary called Hyper Normalization, which is about people like Trump who just say bullshit and how we're so accepted to where we accept it as normal. Where Trump can say, like, shoot bleach, and people just accept it as normality. But it's a very cool thing to watch. It's all free on YouTube.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
How you doing, Costi?
I'm tired. It's 3 o'clock in the morning here.
Yeah, it's
Are you
2 o'clock
spinning?
here.
Yeah, we'll stop
I
now.
have to get up with my kids to get them to school in about 6 hours, 5 hours.
I was
So
lots of water. Thank you very much.
Mother of the
Someday
Year
we'll get a
award
vitamin
goes
push.
to-
you are super cool, guys. Benjamin, nice to see you again.
Very good to see you again.
Yeah.
Nice to see you again,
also
too.
nice to meet you, Jonah.
Yeah.
And
We
see
love,
you.
we love you all. Have a good night.
Bye
Good
bye.
night.
Good night.
Cheers.
Cheers, definitely.
Cheers.